There we go. So at the end of the fight, Pearl was congratulating everyone. Malai came up, we started clapping. Pearl sees Malai and makes a remark. Says, "What do you think? Should we trade him up? Trade him out with the paladins?" And of course, Malai makes a comment. Princess, you know that we cannot we cannot challenge a prophecy. And she's like, I know. I was just they got so much more skill than the paladins do. That may be, but they are definitely here for a reason. The prophecy has brought them here, so for here that they need to stay. And you see, she's a little bit frustrated, but yeah, she congratulates all of y'all. Basically, y'all have got more tactical prowess than the paladins do. Um, she's basically had to teach the paladins how to hold a sword, let alone fight. Y'all showed uh, tactical prowess. Uh, y'all, used your head and tried to do things just instead of just walking up and hitting stuff, which is what the paladins do. They hit shit until it quits wiggling.
That's what I do.
Yeah, but I mean, like, there were several times where different parts of her armor was targeted specifically for different reasons and whatnot, and that's what she's impressed by. And Malai walks up to everyone and is wanting to have a discussion with y'all about what to do next, and Pearl will leave. But I I I wish to see if you would like to do something for me. And he pulls like before and pulls out a note and hands it to whoever will take it. He just kind of holds it out. Uh, it says that there's a there's a village to the west that he says I need what I need for you to do is to bring back 6 cartfuls of processed white stone from the white stone mines. And he gives the cartloads of the stone, but says after it's processed, it's not going to be that much. He doesn't go into great detail, but basically, you'll you grind the stone, you'll separate it, and you'll bring back what's left. But he doesn't go into detail of what all of that has to entail. But it says there's not a there's not a big timetable on it, but if there's nothing other pressing for you to do, it might be something for you to do.
And what town is this again?
I had it on the tip of my tongue till you asked. It's hilarious. Locations. Oh, yeah, that's it. It's Farron Ross.
In Farrenhouse.
Farnross. Farron Ross. And it's to the west.
And
No, no,
is
no, no. My bad. To the east. It's to the east. Said, if you do not own horses, you can go to the stable, the royal stable, and acquire some horses for your journey. I do not expect you to walk.
these 6 carts do you have a supplier in this town or
I'm sure that there will be carts at the mine, and you do not have to bring back all 6 carts. Just there's a process that they would be able to explain more in detail. but you will only bring back, and he uses his hands like a small amount. It won't be 6 carts. It'll be a small amount.
Uh, you mentioned they will explain in more detail. You speak like you have a contact in Fernross. Is that true?
The entire settlement of Farrenross, they're protectors of the Whitestone mines. You have to speak with them before you even have access.
Oh, so just the guards and city men, I
Yes,
guess.
when you'll see when you get there.
Very
Is
well.
there some kind of symbol we can have to show them that we are on official business?
Yes, the letter I just gave you.
Oh, well, then
What kind of letter?
He held it out to whoever to take it.
I'll take it then.
Okay. Stefan has letter.
Otak took it.
Otak's sitting there with it in his mouth.
Give me that. Give me that. Give me. I don't
Starts
want you
running,
ripping.
starts running around your legs.
No. God.
But yeah, so he just said, I I will speak with the king, but if you do this for me, I'm sure that we can come up with like a financial amount, and possibly, maybe other rewards, depending.
Very well. Very well. Mm,
And he'll just leave you to your devices. He'll walk off.
okie doke.
So the day is yours.
Hmm. Well, what are what are
Stefan's got a
your all attachments keeping you in the city right now?
nothing. Go where I want and do what I want. It is what it is. He's got a piece of straw in his mouth.
Just
You
a
should chill
promise
out.
of just a promise of hot meals.
Promise of hot meal?
Jin, what about you?
The glassy look in her eye tells me that she's still going to be thinking about it for a bit.
I think they are mercenary, no? They would go with us because we are getting paid.
Okay. Well, these leathers certainly proved their worth in the battle with her. What was up with that armor?
Don't know.
I blinked
Be on
and
my
it
bed.
appeared on her.
Yeah, but like beyond our pay grade.
It was
Right.
mind blowing for sure.
I don't know. Maybe there's some science behind it.
It had something to do with that crown she put on.
Uh-huh.
I call them the gym warriors for a reason, I guess.
I suppose so. Maybe their armor works in the same way. Maybe they would know more.
Probably. But I mean they seem like pretentious and they would like bully us. And I'd rather not punch a gem warrior in the face.
There seemed to be a slight bit of infighting, or at least some level of keeping each other in line. They all seemed to maybe hold a little different values individually and as a
I
group.
think they just didn't like Stefan. Maybe they would talk to you, Doctor.
Thanks. Thanks, Lana. I'm glad that you know that I'm the worst of us and that everybody hates me.
Not everyone, but you definitely rubbed them the wrong way.
I didn't rub them at all.
I mean, technically, Stefan and Ren both just kind of like checked out as soon as y'all walked in the door. They come down the hallway and said hi, and y'all was like, "Nah, fuck that. We're not talking to him."
I was trying to talk to him because they asked did anybody get stabbed, and I'm like, me, but they didn't care.
They don't care. They don't care. They asked if you got stabbed because they wanted to say, haha, you got stabbed like a moron.
No, I think they wanted to say that like you lived through
Yeah,
it.
I mean, okay. So, Steel. I mean, because of course, Daisy even said so as just was walking out the door. She's like, "Don't mind Steel. He's a good guy. He just doesn't think before he speaks." He was being forthright. He was congratulating y'all on a job well done protecting the town. In the best of his ability, he was trying to congratulate you, even though he came off as arrogant. Like he's like, yeah, well, while we were out doing the important stuff, it was good that y'all were back to protect the town. He wasn't intentionally trying to coming off as arrogant. He just doesn't put his wording right.
Hey, look,
He was being
Stefan don't care about that.
he was trying to be sincere in congratulating you on a job well done. He didn't make his words come out the way.
Lana was busy being awestruck and didn't notice that they were being rude. Stefan noticed. Stefan had a few words about it.
Of course he did. Come on. You gonna be rude to people who did your job for you? Isn't it your job to protect the country?
You have to admit, Stefan's a bit arrogant at times. You have to admit that.
Arrogant. Honest, more like. I don't mind going on world or trip. I don't care. I have nothing to do here other than look for herbs, look for animals, feed town, feed Ren's money factory. I don't really care.
Well, I certainly feel awakened in sorts of all this admiration that's come of this. Like, I feel like I've saved more lives in the past 2 days than I have my whole practice.
Probably. You probably have. No offense, Doctor, but people don't get hurt outside of, well, this.
Well, a town with no injuries is a good sign, but nonetheless.
Yes, but if you want to do your job, saving lives and all that, this is the job to do it in.
Oh, but I have no experience in this.
You stabbed a little goblin creature and got stabbed with necromantic energies.
The exchanging of blades, yes, it
And you're living, and you were complimented by the princess on your tactics and ability and skill in combat. You may not have experience, but you're good. You have to admit, you're clean with the blade, huh?
Oh yes, but I've put so much study in.
Well, think about it like this. You're just performing surgery on an awake patient.
Oh. I hadn't thought of it like that. That seems very painful.
That
Well,
seems like going against everything, the Hippocratic Oath, doesn't it?
I would never do it without anesthetic. We haven't fought any people that I've ever.
I don't know, Doc. You did stab me during that duel. It did help.
No, it was kind of nice, I was bleeding all over the place, and you did provide bandages. That was a really bad.
Yes, that was some first aid trauma care. I've had a lot of reading done on
Think about
that sort of
this.
stuff.
Doctor, the adrenaline serves as an anesthetic.
That has been shown. It doesn't last too long, but you are right. I have no qualms about continuing traveling with you all. I worry about Lunaris. I worry about leaving behind this town with nobody to look after the injured.
I look over to Pearl. And look over to you. I think they'll be fine.
Well, she left.
Oh, I look over to. Are we on the We're in a courtyard, right?
Yeah, you're in a courtyard. The map is a little wonky. That's what I just.
I look to the castle nearby and say, I think they'll be fine without you. Plus, if anything, Ren's boss is still going to be here with the apothecary. They will help keep sickness at bay, and well, we aren't the only ones defending this place.
No, but sickness I understand the apothecary can handle, but injuries, stitches, broken bones, loss of limbs, like these are what I am an expert in, and I worry. If you guys can maybe help me find a suitable person to.
Doctor, what do you think people did before you were here?
It's been quite a while since my father sort of left Lunaris and established business in other towns, so that was several years ago. Lunaris has always had some form of doctor in it.
Then they won't have one now. You said you have not been getting patients recently, right?
Yes, but that doesn't mean people won't get hurt. Nobody plans to get hurt. It's a
Sure.
facet of life that happens usually on
And-
accident.
We could train the guard if you want.
Train a guard?
Yeah. Guards are good at learning things, right? They learn how to do battle. One of them can learn how to do medicine.
I mean, it would
Look at it
take.
being worse too. Guards are.
Maybe you should take an apprentice, but
I was thinking
a
about
long-term
that.
goal.
I never really expected to leave for many reasons until I hear back from my father that situations would change, but now things are different. I'm not sure.
Well, the way I see it, a guard has a lot of experience with combat and with wounds and dealing with them. So if you teach them a little bit more about medicine or give him one of your books, we find a suitable guard replacement that is not crazy, then we can not really replace you, but put in someone for the time being while you are gone.
Well, I mean, I definitely need somebody to hold the shop while I'm away. I will go and maybe search the town and see what I can come up with, but I want to make sure it's in good hands. I can't leave it undefended.
Okay. You do that. I will go have a beer. Cool. It was a good fight. You all did very well. I am impressed.
Yeah, we really missed you that fight though.
Tired. Earl and I had a combat unlike
I
the
mean,
normal
for the
Dan.
sake of the game, I mean, he was there for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was just
The player wasn't,
you know.
but I caught
This
it.
fight
I caught him up to so that he was there for both. Yeah, he was there for both parts. It's just that the player wasn't.
His fight was so quick. We just a blur of just movement and fur and teeth.
Yeah, she knocked him down pretty quickly.
took 2 rounds.
I was giving him
I did 28 points of damage on my own though. So
nice. I lasted
And
2 rounds.
I would have done 39.
I did like 5 damage.
Wait, how much damage? Who else did high amounts of damage? Was it just me?
You did a lot more than
That
5
is
damage
really
on the
good.
individual. It was on the. You're talking about when the plate armor came out, because we all just missed constantly.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm
Yeah.
not talking about that. I'm
I
talking
know.
about in the individual fight.
Yeah, the individual
Individual.
you hit a lot more, because you only had
I
13
did.
AC.
Yeah.
The individual
I hit-
fight, y'all did pretty well. Y'all brought her down. I know. I think a couple of times y'all brought her down in the 40s.
Nice.
So so y'all did like 100 points of damage.
I didn't have any high damage rounds, but I had a lot of rounds because of my rage. I was taking half damage.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think.
yeah.
I think it was Lana that brought her down the most because
Well,
she
It was
only took
slow.
about half damage. Yeah.
I'm sorry I could not be of more benefit.
And the doctor stabbed me with a syringe and like healed me, and he healed June too, so that we had some healing in there. And the owl
Doctor,
thing
you
came in
invented
his back.
stim packs? Oh my god, you are really a genius.
A glass syringe, but yes.
Genius. Truly genius. You are the best man to have ever lived. Invented the stim pack. Oh my god.
So I guess June, Stefan, and Lana are gonna go drink at the bar while the doctor tries to put his affairs in order. Is that what we
I'll try
decided?
and train Otak to chase. No, hold on. I think of a cool trick. I want to try and train Otak to do a backflip.
All right.
I don't know how I'm going to do it, but it's just purely for flavor of Stefan just bored trying to be like, do a backflip. Come on, do a backflip. Yeah, no, you can do it. Do it.
Give me an animal check.
Animal handling? Okay.
Please tell me that you fall down at least once trying to like demonstrate the backflip.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess I should acrobatic. I fell the first time I smashed my nose into the earth, and then I was
So
like, well,
you'll watch Stefan tries to do a backflip and he just freaking flat on his back. And
ow!
Otak's kind of looking at him funny, and he kind of does the whole like he jumps, like kicks his legs out, and is like, oh nope, that's not gonna happen. Puts his legs back down. Like fuck that shit.
Down the rest of my tankard and stare at it for a minute and go, I love you guys.
Stefan stands back up. I love me too.
Anyone going to ask for directions?
Oh.
No.
I guess Stefan would.
Because Mela just said it was to the east.
I guess I'll ask for directions from somebody.
I mean, I would probably
Oh.
get directions after I sorted out affairs.
Yeah, I'll go looking for a map.
That's a good one. Yeah. Hola.
What's up, Ren?
Hello.
Anyone
I-
in particular you're gonna look for, or
Oh,
So-
probably Malai.
I'm gonna be like go into like all 3 patients I've had during my practice. I'm gonna be like, there's like old lady Hilda and like Rufus. Like all of them just. I remember when I splinted your leg. Like I'm looking for an apprentice now. And I give the spiel to all of them. Like, very, very trepidatious, sort of like, I never expected to see you again, sort of. I have no relation with them other than I helped them once. But I end up, I remember helping fix sprained ankle on a young boy. And I worked out a deal with him where he'll watch the shop, and I pay him 20 gold to watch the shop, and for any supplies he might need from the apothecary. And if he ever needs help, he can go talk to Ren's employer to help sort it out. And part of that money is also for Ren's employer to give some assistance and guidance when he should need it.
okay. So Ren, what?
And
Go ahead.
after that, I just kind of rejoined the group eventually.
Okay. So, like I'd explained to you before about the Pearl talking with y'all and Malai and stuff. y'all had just left the courtyard and basically went to the tavern while Doc was getting his affairs in order before taking this next quest to go to Farron Ross. So if there's anything
Okay.
you want to do in the interim.
Stefan's jamming or something. It's cracking me up.
Vibing.
We need a party.
Yeah, I guess I'll just go like stock up on just the stuff from the apothecary that I might need. Just basic herbs and everything. Probably grab a few more glass jars just in case we need to collect anything while we're out. I'm trying to think of anything else that I could possibly need. Should we pick up food while we're like some stuff from the tavern or something?
I can hunt. I hunt really
Okay.
well.
I
Like,
mean,
Make sure you
the butcher will probably have jerky, dried meats.
Yeah, stuff like that. I need to get some fish for Linux as well. Bam! Sorry, I'm like eating this cauliflower mac and cheese really, really fast. So I'm gonna have the hiccups.
it's part of my feature that I can find food and water for myself and up to five other creatures, so or other people. So we'll be all right.
Yeah, and Linux doesn't have to have fish. I mean, he'll eat anything, but like, I mean, just like everybody, there's that.
But
one,
he deserves fish.
Yeah, but that one, that one thing that you like more than anything else, and that's, that's what he's gonna, that's what, what do you want to eat? Fish.
Important question. Does he like mice?
I mean,
He's a cat and an owl, so probably.
yeah, but
Really
at the
freaking big.
same time, Linux is like almost larger than a Clydesdale. You'd imagine he's probably not going to spend too much energy chasing a field mouse.
He's too
But if there
sophisticated.
were one in front of him, would he eat it? Specifically, one in my pocket.
I mean, if you was to hand it to him, he might. But he's not going to, I mean...
Good to know. Good to know.
He's also, I mean...
It's okay, you got that natural 20 on the side of hand. We don't know you have the mouse.
Exactly.
Wasted my natural 20 on a mouse check. Oh my goodness.
But,
This is the most protected mouse ever.
Linux is also intelligent. I mean, if he saw you... He's not going to, like, try to get it from you if he saw you with it. He'd be like, oh, well, that belongs to her. So...
I don't trust him. I have my street mouse.
By the end of the game, everybody in the party is going to have a pet.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
I just like how June's is like, oh, by the way, on my sheet, it says I have a mouse.
Yeah, I looked into it, and it's from my background, the urchin background or whatever.
Urchin gets a pet mouse.
Yeah, they do.
It can't do anything. It's just a mouse.
It's just a mouse. I just have a mouse and a trinket from my parents or whatever, so it's like, oh, hey, cool.
Or you might have, you might have been, sleeping somewhere and reaching your pocket to get some food out, and you're like, what the heck is this? A little mouse in your pocket.
Yeah, that's literally what happened. I just picked him up off of the street one day, and he's just my mouse.
The doctor's going to get
Name is Dead Whispers.
Lana, I don't know what she would get. Maybe like a bear. That'd be cool.
Big strong bear.
Maybe like Lenny from like Mice and Men, and I just have like a dead mouse that I keep thinking is alive.
Okay, you're not you're.
What about a boar?
A boar would be
That'd be pretty cool. Tusk.
Okay, so are we waiting on Ren? Is that what's going on?
I'm looking for a map.
I mean, I imagine Ren would have done her deal the same time Doctor would. So if the doctors come back, then y'all probably all end the tavern.
Is there like a fishery somewhere that I can get? Just grab a few fish for. Or do they have them at the butcher? Is there anybody that has fish that I can buy?
I don't think nobody in Linares would have fish.
Pretty landlocked.
Well, shit.
Yeah,
well, there's ponds.
No, yeah, there's a river. Yeah, there's a river. Yeah, you'd probably get some fish in at the butchery. Yeah, I would say the river runs through between Linares and the castles. So yeah.
I'll go to Malai and be like, hey, can I have a map of the area to find my way to what was it again? Foros?
Foreign Ross.
Foreigners. Okay. I need the map so I can not get lost.
So
I
he'll.
only did it once.
I mean, I guess he'll have you follow him. He'll go all, you're into the castle, go all the way down into his workshop. He'll rummage through some scrolls and whatnot, and he'll finally, end up finding a map, and he'll give you all a map. Give you a map of the kingdom, and basically.
I roll it out, look at it one time, kind of memorize. Good, keep getting a good look at it. Roll it back up and hand it back to him. Okay, I'm good.
Okay. And he'll just he'll be like, I almost forgot. Please, if you happen across any more of those creeper vines, do be careful and see if you cannot try to get me one of those.
The sacks.
The sacks, please.
Gotcha.
I'd be very grateful.
Is he able to tell that we have one?
No, y'all made your deception check.
Yeah, we made deception.
We did. Did we? Okay. Sorry.
Yeah, you're good.
Having not instantly, it probably took me like 5 minutes to look over the map, but having memorized the map and general layout and terrain of the kingdom, I'll just say, okay, I will get you some creeper sack and we will go get you your refined white stone, some white dust. So what do you do with the white dust, by the way? Do you snort it like the other white dust I know of, or what?
No, I use it in my alchemical creation.
Whoa, okay. What does it do? Does it make things explosive?
Well, it all depends on how you use it. It could. Let's just say that you can use it for many applications.
Strong enough to make a sword out of? I'm just curious.
Out of what?
A sword. Can you make a sword out of it?
Make a persuasion check.
Yes!
Stone?
I'm great. Hey! Stone swords are what people used to use.
Guess so.
Oh, 15!
That's nice. That's nice.
Good for the charisma.
Well, what you want to be bringing back is metallic in nature, so yeah, I'm sure it would be possible to make a sword out of it. It would take quite a lot, though.
Oh, okay. I'll keep that in mind. Thank you for everything you're doing. I'll make sure that
you get by, he said, 6 cartfuls of stone, and you'll be bringing back,
a pouch.
A pouch.
Take a mountain to make a sword. I get it. Stefan just nods. Okay, well, you have a good day now. I will exit your abode. You have probably plenty of work to do, so I will bring back your pouch of white dust and your creeper sacks for your alchemy. You have a good day. Goodbye. He just steps out, going back to the tavern.
All right. Be careful.
I will. I will. Very specific about. I'll be careful. I don't know about the other people.
I won't be on purpose.
Can I buy a heck ton of alcohol for this trip?
I mean, how much alcohol can you carry?
I don't know. As much as physically possible, I guess.
You're gonna be like that one wino that's all like clink, 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 clink.
No, it's gonna be like grog.
Yeah. I am aware of the drunken master, so I gotta stick to my label, my brand.
We go ahead and
Strength times 15 pounds.
just keg. Just buy a keg.
Oh, can I take a keg and load it onto whatever travel?
I mean,
apparatus?
y'all are taking horses, so I'm sure that you could probably get like a saddlebags or something from the leather shop, and you could probably fit, I would say, 3 bottles in each bag, and a saddlebag
Oh.
has it's just two, a pair of sacks.
That'll last us
Okay,
3
I need
nights.
to use. Yes. I'm gonna use all the gold. That's what I'm gonna do with my gold.
And Doctor and Stefan
the-
both, you know that uh, a good spirit is also a really nice antiseptic.
They don't know I have the alcohol. It won't come up. It's for
It
my
is also-
personal.
Nicknamed Party Juice.
Yes.
So I mean, I'll just say to remember about your bandages to make sure that y'all keep your stocks up.
I mean, I forage for
Replenished it,
herbs.
but I've still got 7 uses, so I think I'm good for now.
Okay. Well. So, by the way, how much gold did we get from that last trip, or if any?
You didn't get any gold for the last one.
Oh, never mind. Yep.
That was
I'll just use
a
what I
great
have.
a great appreciation, and you could tell by the demeanor of like when you're in the king's court and Malai and everything. It's not so much as they're looking for jobs to be done as they're trying to gauge your effectiveness.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, y'all beat the Darklings, and they're impressed, but they're kind of curious. What else can you do?
Yeah.
That's the general feel that y'all get from them. But since y'all at last session asked for payment, that's when Malai's gonna be a little bit more like, okay, so this is what they're about. Well,
I mean, doing nice stuff is good, but you kind of need the money to keep going. You know?
I mean,
You
yeah.
gotta
Then that's what he kind of like. Oh shit, they gotta buy stuff. He lives in the castle. Everything that he needs is there.
Yeah.
He needs supplies. Hey, I need some supplies. The castle pays for it. It's all good. He doesn't think about the financial need of an individual person.
Mhm.
When he eats, he goes. He eats there. Probably when the meals are made, he eats there in the castle. So I mean, he didn't.
Yeah.
When you're out on the road, you need to be able to buy food. You need to be able to pay for inns or whatnot. But yeah,
Makes sense.
once y'all asked about it, he's like, oh shit, that's right. Duh, they're gonna need some money.
Mhm. Did I get the alcohol that I needed?
Yeah.
And the saddlebags? Okay.
Let's see. The saddlebags would probably run you like a gold or 2 gold. No big deal. The bottles would be, say, 2 silver apiece. 2, 4, 6, 12 silver if you was to buy all 6.
Okay. I'm gonna take off 3 gold and count that good.
Okay.
Because I technically don't have silver. We'll
Well,
say I'm tipping. Okay.
I mean, you can convert it. You can convert it right there in your deal. I mean, if you was to pay gold, they would give you like 5 silver back. So just add a silver, or take 3 gold off and add a silver or whatever. Or
Okay.
however many. I don't remember. I'm not looking at a sheet.
Perfect. That's all I needed. Get this trip on the road.
Yeah, 10 silver pieces is 1 gold piece. So if you give them a silver, they'd give
Or
you like 9 silver pieces back.
2 electrum pieces is 1 gold piece.
Yeah, I don't lose that shit.
Okay,
We had this
currency.
discussion before.
I like it.
Although I do prefer the Electrum icon
Look.
over the silver icon, but
Oh yeah.
okay, I haven't showed y'all yet, so I'll put this in Discord. put it in Where the hell did there ain't no general? We'll put it in announcement. Well, I'll put it in links. There we go. That's a good place for it. This is what the currency looks like. The copper, gold, and silver all are the same print. They're just made out of different metals. And even though there's the 5 dragons, this dragon, it's real nondescript. It's just like, a normal, just, plain looking dragon. But then it's got, the wording and stuff on it is, Kinishire, and then it has the royal family name underneath. But there you guys is.
Okie doke.
Do the copper pieces, much like the ones in D&D Beyond, have a hole through them?
No.
So you can't loop them on a string. Dang.
I mean, I'm sure
Nope,
if you
no,
took
Ben,
some time, you
out-
could
outplays.
put a hole through them if you wanted to.
Nah, it's just for aesthetics.
Would there be a place in the town where I could buy the beginnings of an alchemy kit?
Apothecary.
Apothecary? Would that have an alchemy kit? Okay.
Yeah, they would have an alchemy kit.
How much do you think that would run me?
Let me look this up. If I can find the button I want to press.
Oh, I need to refill my bandage charges. So I will go with the doctor.
For the most part, like I was saying before, alcohol is a good anesthetic, and any kind of textile that's relatively dye free or clean. So you could definitely go to the tailors and just get some white cloth. Alchemy kit. Why am I not seeing it on here? Let's see. Campaigns. View campaign. Ren. Because I know she has one. Inventory. No, she has a herbalism kit. I'll have to look into it. Just take 2 gold.
Okay.
And I'm gonna see if I can find.
It'd be called if you're looking for alchemy, it'd be called alchemist
Alchemist supplies.
Alchemist supplies. ALCHEMIST supplies.
Okay.
Should cost, I don't know, 2 or 3 gold. Let me look.
I think. Well, this works. A travel alchemical kit.
Okay, so alchemist's supplies, according to SRD, I think it is in the player's handbook, costs 50 gold pieces.
Woo.
They weigh 8 pounds. These special tools include the items needed to pursue a craft or trade, proficiency with this, blah, 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 blah. I can pull it up in the main chat as well. Here.
Yeah, if you just send a message, send a link, that'd be great.
Item alchemist. 2 alchemist supplies. There you go. 50 GP.
Oh, Doc, you may want to look at the travel alchemical kit. That may be what you're more interested in. We'll post that.
That's a magic item, my guy.
No, it's not.
It's
That is what an alchemist supplies. It says tool. Say magic item.
not you, Stefan.
Oh, the DM. Gotcha.
Yeah, it says it's a wondrous item, but
Oh, wondrous items are magic items. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like if you ever searched with it on your person, it's invisible unless they pass an investigation check and all that jazz.
well, yeah, I mean,
I'm just looking for a regular alchemy kit.
okay.
Alchemy
Yeah.
kit. So is that 50 gold?
Yeah.
I would say for this, make it 25 gold.
Okay.
Because I mean, this kingdom is not a rich kingdom, and like I said, y'all are essentially the first adventurers ever, so they haven't monopolized on the whole adventuring thing yet.
Mhm.
Because I mean, come on, a meal and a night at an inn is like what, 5 silver, and that's like eating steak or a high-end meal.
That's
And
50 copper. Jesus.
yeah, 50 copper. I mean, but anything to deal with adventurers like 500-600 gold. That's like the freaking castle treasury and shit.
Couple years, yeah.
So, yeah, y'all are all set.
Mm-hmm.
So, Farron
all
Ross
good.
is about a 2 days horse ride to the east. Y'all can go out the east gate and travel once you cross the river, because the river runs east and west between the castle and the town, and then after it passes between, it kind of jets back down south. So you'd have to go out the east gate and then cross the bridge. And then there's a road that'll lead you. You can either go north, like y'all went before, past the um, King's Kingswood, and then go east, or you could just kind of go east outside underneath the Kingswood, and then work your way up that way. But there's basically 2 different routes that you can take. They're both about the same distance.
Say, was the King's what you said?
Kingswood. It's
the Kingswood.
It's the forest that y'all were in when y'all was going after all the plants and whatnot.
Well, since we are a bit light and prepared and stuff, if that's where we ran into the creeper vines, was it not?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we find one and bring it back to Malai? Do you know how to search for them in a effective way, Ren? I'm not really too well versed on plant life of that nature.
Would I know that?
I mean, before y'all ran into them, you've never seen them before.
Would the person that I work for know? Like, would it be something that I would have learned?
I don't think so. I mean, if you'd want to get creeper vine information, you'd probably have to go to Malai for that.
I kind of just stumbled across them last time.
Yeah. Well, no, I don't know. The first time I'd ever seen him was, whenever we came across him the last time. So I feel like that'd probably be something that Malai would know, because I'm not even sure if the apothecary owner would know. So
yeah, you've never heard her speak about them.
Yeah. Sorry.
And even Malai, when y'all had discussed fighting these things, was like, "Really? Are you sure?" He was real excited. The fact that I'm like possibly they haven't been seen in a while, so he was really excited that
We were really unlucky.
Yeah.
Didn't he tell us that we could use the seeds to grow our own farm of them?
Yeah,
that's what he was wanting him for. Yeah.
So like we could grow it on a farm behind Stefan's house and then give him one of those.
I feel like they're probably pretty taxing to take care of.
Yeah,
That's why we
one
let
thing.
Stefan do it.
That's one thing Mel said. It takes a lot of finesse and a lot of knowledge to grow them effectively and to survive.
I feel like
Well,
did we? I looked left, looked right. Like, did we keep those seeds from him? We did get seeds, right? Not just acid.
Well,
I think so.
We got
I was
the
about to
sack.
say.
which means we got the seeds too, because they. Yeah, that's right. We harvested the creeper sack, and now we have the creeper seed,
And why?
which is inside the creeper sack.
Well, Malai?
Well, because it's worth money, and we could maybe make money off of it.
Who would we sell that to that won't grow an army of acid spitting plants?
Well,
I'm sure there's like a black market for that
See-
kind of stuff,
see-
right?
the thing is, look, listen. I misspoke. We can sell the thing, right? But I did not mean we would sell the sack. I meant we would use it to grow creeper vines and then sell the sacks to Malai.
Well, he offered you a reward if y'all come up. He didn't say what
So
it
say
was, but
we
he,
don't even know how to take care of them.
he did offer you a reward if y'all come
What
up.
if it
Sure,
eats dog?
sure. Reward
and
from the guy who
we
won't
do?
even let us into the library. Yeah, he offered us a
Yeah,
reward.
and I need to get into the library. Like need to. It's not a want anymore. It's a I need to get into
Basically, you guys said, we don't want to sell them to somebody who might grow an army of creeper plants, but we're going to grow our own army of creeper plants. I mean, that sounds pretty dang cool.
Hey, look,
What?
He had just reasons for having these. He was going
Look.
to utilize them for alchemy. Like,
yes, but the problem is that would be a one-time reward, and then we'd have to go find the creeper vines again and potentially die at their hands because they're wild, and we don't have them locked up in a cage, or put them in a cage, grow them, feed them like small rat or something. I don't know, and then grow them, and then kill them, harvest their sack, and
Well,
take their seeds and sell them to
Let's table this discussion for when we come back.
Malai.
Yeah,
So we have to
also, I
go
feel like
anyways.
I don't have enough time to take care of a creeper vine pet.
or knowledge. That's a big part.
I could. Yeah,
I mean,
I mean,
To be fair,
Ren would definitely know something. Dealing with these plants, that it would take a god awful amount of time, and
okay.
resources that we probably
a lot of resources, a
have.
lot of
How
time,
about this?
a lot of knowledge. It would be very, very difficult.
Okay. How about this instead? If we give him more, maybe the reward bigger.
or we could scatter a few in the wild and just see if it works, and then just kind of mark a place on the map and see if they grow.
That's pretty bad.
What if a child gets eaten, Ren? What do you do then?
Well, the
Yeah,
parents would have
that's
been watching them.
fair.
I mean, I highly doubt that a child's going to be wandering this far off from
Oh, yeah.
the town by themselves, right?
We haven't
Go
reached
off to,
the
like,
pond
random
yet, have we?
ponds and get stabbed
Oh,
by
the-
dark figures.
really found a dollhouse in the middle of the woods, so I mean, I don't know about children wandering into the woods, but that says
Yeah,
They
that
do.
pond is deep in the woods, and
So I feel like
We're
that's their
just
parents'
starting.
problem at that point.
Okay, look, Ren. I get what you mean. I understand you. You're smart. We should just throw them out there and see what
Well,
happens.
not all of them. Not all of them. Just like one
Yeah,
or
just some
two.
of them. Just like a handful.
Just
you
to
know?
s-
Well, the
I mean-
sack is like 2 handfuls. You have to cup it, right, in order to hold it.
Let's just pack them away and
Oh,
save them for a rainy day.
maybe we should just put a pin in this and talk about
Yes.
it never.
You know what? If we run into them, I'll cut the sack off above the knot. Squeeze the knot tight so that it doesn't, no acid or seed escape. And then you cup it, tie it up, maybe, keep it safe, and then we can sell more than one to Malai. Maybe the reward higher.
I think
Yeah,
we make a
that's
plan
fair.
sell some of them out when we return, but I didn't expect there to be so many underhanded participants in such a short amount of time. Like, we didn't even speak of it beforehand. Like, it just happened.
Wait, are you saying you don't short your customers? Sorry, Ran. I'm sorry you had to hear about it like this. I need money. That stuff is really easy to find.
I unfortunately take a fee for my care, but I would do it for free if things didn't cost money.
Why?
For the sake of humanity, for the sake of others.
Yes, but others are just going. You do a nice thing to them, and then they shoot you in the foot.
They do. They really do.
Someone shot me in the foot.
Yet?
That's
Yet.
because
You
we're
have to
lucky.
put an addendum at the end of that says yet. It is by law. Everybody knows. Yet. Nobody
Yeah.
has shot you in the foot yet.
Or they stab you in the back, which is even worse.
Yes. Or do they bite you? Looks at Otak.
Oh, it's biting.
Yeah. Look, I will put it like this. You give someone an inch, they take a mile. If we give over this one cluster of seeds, he will question why we lied earlier. So we keep it until we get the second one and say, hey, we came across 2 creeper vines. Hey, here you go. Bah.
Or we could just lie anyways because we're lying about that. Just tell them that we came
We could
across
take the
on our
acid
way
out.
out there and on our way back.
Right.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that. We could say we ran into some creeper vines again and found them.
Well, but like now we know how to harvest them, so
Are they gonna rot? Like, is that gonna do? Like, what's gonna happen if?
well we put it into a jar. So
Well, it can
I
still
don't know.
like
Let's see.
ferment.
Well, creeper
It's not
vine.
growing.
If it ferments, we let June drink it and see if they get drunk.
Yes. Yes.
Raw acid, yeah.
Yeah, June, you're gonna
All
just,
for
you
this
drink you some
lad.
acid. Here you go.
This is going to be a heck of a time. Heck of a
Um,
do it.
Ren,
Ferment it.
go ahead and make a nature check or a survival check for me, and you could go ahead and make
Can I
advantage with this.
Oh,
Huh?
So go ahead and make a survival check,
survival check at advantage.
and you'd have advantage.
Is there any way I could roll?
I mean, do you know about plants?
Shit, I didn't.
Yes. Yes, I do. Actually, it's like the point of being a ranger.
Does
I have
it? I have a
proficiency in
question.
nature and expertise in survival.
Does it automatically add that, or do I have to click advantage and then roll?
You can click
You have to
advantage and
click,
roll, or
yeah.
just click it twice. Let it roll 2 dice. It's up to you.
Yeah, let it roll twice.
Oh, okay.
know,
Well,
do
can
I
we like
have
just
any-
skip? I mean, they were
So,
both
22.
22, so
were
it
both
doesn't
22s.
matter.
Yeah, you got 22. Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
I will roll.
you would know that if the seeds weren't like dried, like after being, you take seeds from like a fruit or something, they have to be dried and preserved in order to grow or stay attached to the plant. You would assume after a certain amount of time, especially in the acid, once the was disconnected from the plant, they're not being kept alive, from the plant anymore, that the acid would probably eat through them at some point.
Oh, so we've just got a bottle of acid now.
Now we're not liars, you see?
Yeah, now we don't have the creeper seed from the creeper sack, and we just have the creeper's acid from his sack.
Well, I mean,
Well,
it
Doc
would
with his
take
moral
a
compass.
certain amount of time. This is only the second day.
So we should
Yeah.
what we should probably do is if there's a way we can figure out to cut it open and then separate. Oh, well, I know, but
poured
get the
it into
seeds
a jar.
out.
No, we poured the acid into a jar, so the seeds are in the jar.
I think
But he just said the
That's
acid
gonna
would
be
eat
good.
through it, right?
You just
Do we
when
not
you
need to,
when you
like?
took the sack and put the sack in your bag.
Oh, that's right. I have it in my bag.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why we
Sit
didn't
on
have
the
any meat
bag
the
and-
last
and
time,
pull out,
and
pull out the creeper sack. So what? I have to
I-
cup it, and you cut it, and then we pour it out, and maybe find
I
the seed on the
mean,
inside.
what's
we
the
have like
worst
a
that could happen?
spray. We could get like a
Wait, do we have like a
spray or-
cloth? Do we have like a cloth or something, like a
Here,
cheesecloth.
Ren, hold my sack. Pull out some rope and fray and pull out some string and then cut it off with a dagger and say, now we have string. Okay, what do we want to do the string with? Do you want me to tie up my sack?
I mean, yeah, I'll hold it while you do that.
Okay.
Just go for it.
Disinfect the needle, man.
Oh, yes, you're right. Ren, or not Ren, Jun, do you have booze? Can you disinfect this?
Maybe. You owe me booze, though. You're going to owe me booze. And I'll put the tiniest amount of booze on there to disinfect it. The tiniest amount.
Disinfect it, wrap up the front of the sack, and pull
Are y'all
tight.
still in the inn?
No, I thought
No. We're like,
Yeah, I
I
thought we
guess
left.
we're on the way now, so we're like
Yeah.
in
I think
the.
we're probably like walking, going, and talking.
Well, because Malai had said that you could go to the stables, the royal stables, and pick up some horses.
That's right.
Oh,
Because it's
Oh,
a 2 days
yes.
horse ride to the Farrenross.
okay. We'll pick up some horses. Wait. How would Otak keep up?
I mean, I'm sure Otak could run alongside him. I mean,
Like there are some dogs that are like literally bred for that purpose. Like Dalmatians are bred to be carriage dogs. I think Otak
well,
should.
wolves are endurance runners. They run
They're
for
like-
miles.
Big,
Exactly. So
right?
I think Otak would be fine because it's not like we're dashing the whole
Yeah.
way.
yeah, you're not. I mean,
Horses just
it's
move faster
it's
than
a
wolves.
yeah, it's a. You're just riding. You're not necessarily. The
Okay.
horses are more or less so you don't have to walk. It doesn't necessarily make it faster. It's just so you're not having to
Walk.
walk.
Not really.
I
Okay.
mean,
So we take a stop in the forest after we picking up the horses, and then I wrap the sack in string. I don't know what we're trying to do with the string. We tie
I
it
don't
up.
either. I'm confused as to why.
I'm
we had
confused
no
why we
rope
need
in the-
string.
Why did you do that?
this is why you wasted my alcohol.
No, somebody said. Well, I think
I said
The
like a
idea was-
cheesecloth to like strain it.
what we could do is, since it's a sack, I guess tie up one end so that if we split it, it doesn't split on that end.
Oh yeah,
Well, if it-
that's totally cool.
Or if it does, use string to, like a garrote, slice one part open.
Yeah.
It might be easier to do a refined cut that way than using a dagger.
Wait, don't I have? Am I herbalism quit? Herbalism.
Your herbalism click? Oh boy, we are. You're gonna use your herbalism
Wow.
clit to mess with my creeper sack, huh?
Well, this session went
howdy.
down
It's
fast.
Whoosh.
Wet slope.
Like a roller
I
coaster.
mean, this is like.
Roller coaster.
This is fucking peak D&D. I shit you.
Yeah.
This is every
So-
session ever.
So you're trying to
Oh
use
my God.
your herbalism.
Herbalism kit
Hit.
to
Okay.
see if do I have something in there that
Mm.
I would assume.
would help with this? I feel like I would if I have to do this
I mean,
often.
of course, Doc's kit would probably have more, but I'm sure between the two of them that you'd probably have some kind of funnel, like a glass funnel, and beakers and whatnot. Of course, anyone would work with acid would probably know that a cheesecloth probably wouldn't be a good idea.
Well,
Yeah,
I
melt.
didn't mean a cheesecloth. I meant you. I'm literally sitting here holding it with my hands while you tie string on it, Stefan. I don't want to hear it.
Hey, like I said, strings are easier to make concise cuts with. You can slit somebody's throat and cut their head off with a string. I mean, it's a metal wire, but you know what I mean.
I don't want to know how you know that, but
Don't worry about it.
I mean,
Yeah, it's not a problem. We all live far away. We're fine.
Yeah, look, you won't have to deal with the string. All right, Lana, however, I don't know.
I have. Well,
Maybe
what
they should
if?
give it a mindset.
Don't wait. You said I have a funnel, and I have in this. I have a mortar and pestle, a bunch of pouches, vials, all of that. Is there a way that I could what we could do is, well, never mind. Well, maybe. How big are the seeds in this thing?
Like
yeah, I don't
apple
know.
seeds, I think. But
You
how
don't
big is
know.
the
I
sack?
guess
The sack is probably like a pear or something.
Oh, dude, those seeds are probably no bigger than like apple or pear seeds. They're
So at this point, can we just realize that this is more trouble than it's worth and just give the whole thing to Malachi and walk away?
Yeah,
You already know, so he
really,
wouldn't
he
want
wouldn't know
to
about that.
you wouldn't want them.
Well-
They might have already disintegrated. We don't know.
because it's what I was thinking is there a way we could like cut it open and like let it drain in the funnel into one of the glass vials and stuff that I have, so at least it's sealed and not just sitting in this sack.
Sack that might
For somebody to
deteriorate
shit
at some point.
Yeah, because we don't need it to burn through his bag. I
Oh,
mean,
man.
not that I would want to put anything in the bag after the creeper sack that is full of acid has been sitting in the bag. But
I mean,
Yeah,
you've got
I kind of want to.
you got jars of various sizes. I mean, you could stick the sack in the jar and then split it open and then.
okay, do we want to do that? That way, we at least have it stored in something
Sure.
and not just free floating around your bag.
You've got pouches, clippers, leather gloves, mortar and pestle, several glass jars. That should be everything in your herbalism kit.
Yeah, so I guess I'll just do all of that.
Okay.
On the
I'll
off
help.
chance, go ahead and roll me a d20.
Can I give them advantage?
Yeah, sure.
Go Ren.
So how do I do that?
Just roll a d20.
They're down at the bottom of the left-hand corner of your screen.
Oh, right.
14.
14.
We have advantage. Did you roll with advantage?
It wouldn't let me. You said if to roll
Oh.
just a d20, like I can't add advantage or anything to it.
Just roll it again.
Roll it one more time.
I'll figure it out one day.
Yeah, you're good.
17.
17.
Hey, I helped.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, y'all can stick the sack in the jar, and then as you're holding it, possibly with the string, and then just so you slip the bag, and you pull it out. You see, if you take like your dagger, if you're holding it, you open a look. There's a cluster of seeds in the center that's just like stuck to a central like vine or whatever.
Core.
And there's
Okay,
just
core.
seeds hanging off of it, and they're probably the size of a dime. Kind of
Alright.
flat. Just
It's like bigger than a pomegranate
Yeah,
seed.
kinda.
Or,
they're kind of flat, the size of it. They're like what is that seed?
They're closer to like a pit than they are a seed.
Yeah, they're like
like a
about the si-
pumpkin seed?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Kind of like a pumpkin seed. Maybe
But
a little
just
bit more
round?
round, yeah.
less oval, more circle.
Nice.
Cool. So you can write down you have creeper seed. God,
Possibly dead creeper seed.
Yeah, there's
I mean, I guess, well,
I mean, as
they
you look,
should be fine. It's only 2 days, right?
yeah. I mean, it's only been a day since y'all, one night since
just
y'all.
keep them stored in water. Because if you
Hey.
store them dry, they will start to turn into a living thing.
So what I'll do, I guess, is put them. I have the
Well,
acid in one jar. I can
Storing
put.
them
Can
in
I?
water would probably make them germinate.
No, well,
mean,
you said
if
you have to
that
dry
did-
them first.
It would-
If we don't ever dry them and just drop them in water, they would
Well,
never get the
I'm
chance
saying you have to dry them to preserve them where they'll last longer.
Do we want to? Then
if
do we
you just-
dry them and store them in a jar?
Yeah, but if you just drop them straight in water, they'll probably start sprouting.
They
Mm.
will. They will.
I mean, we could put one in a jar and let it sprout and see where it goes.
Well, we want to do an experiment. Who wants to do an experiment?
This is a very dangerous experiment. I mean, it's not that I'm not curious.
I'm all
Look.
for this. I'm all for
Serious.
this.
But
Look,
There's-
if
Sounds
anything
more-
goes wrong, you can
Big
blame.
government.
If anything goes wrong, you can blame me and Ren. And
All
will
we do is
probably
just
kill
throw
it.
the glass jar out and just
Yes.
let it go.
So last time,
Well,
the last time we
It'll
were able to
start out
talk to.
small. We can start a fire, burn it, something. I don't know.
yeah,
You
we-
remember
anything goes-
last time that
I'm
the
okay
doctor's the
with
one that
doing this
died, right?
experiment, but we have to kill if we can't contain.
Oh yeah,
Fine.
no,
That's
that's
okay.
fine.
Yeah.
We're not making a pet here. We're making a money machine.
Hopefully, that's
Am I
a
the only
very,
one that
very
remembers what
optimistic
happened last
outcome.
time? Do you guys remember what happened last time?
Yes.
Well, yes,
Yeah.
but this is
You
But
can
this,
understand my hesitation.
a controlled experiment.
Yes,
The last
it's
one was
experiment.
just bad luck.
Bad luck.
Physics.
I.
That was just something else.
Yeah, that was bad luck. That was
Poor
bad
Doc
luck.
has like PTSD from the creeper vibe.
Yeah, poor dog is not having a fun time.
It was everywhere. It gotten everywhere.
The seed. It was all over me. That creeper.
Acid, Steph. Acid.
So Doc,
Yes.
just so you know, because the only reason I had you roll because you specifically said I stab upwards
Well,
when
upwards
you
to-
attacked it. Yeah, you're
I
step
would say.
upwards at it, so that's the only reason why you got covered in acid.
Yeah, that's why you get covered in that.
I was saying if you just attacked it, I was gonna be like,
Pretty
okay,
solid.
give or take. But no, I'm gonna stab upwards. I was like, oh shit.
Do we know how many seeds were on the little vine inside of it?
Yeah, how many seeds do we get?
Let me see.
You want us to roll a d6 or something?
Roll a d20.
Jesus!
Nice.
We could have 20 seeds. All right, you want to roll it, Ren, or do you want me?
You got it. I feel like I've rolled a bunch tonight. My luck is probably
Oh my God, natural 20.
What the
Right.
crap? We could have 20 creeper
What
vines.
the shit?
We are not doing this.
Holy shit.
We're
Yeah.
so far.
Well, I'm just
Okay,
goated. I'm
so-
just goated.
we're gonna dry them out. I'm sure have like cloths or stuff that I can put in there to just let it dry out while we're
I
going.
have
and then-
a. We could just use torches, like have fire above them, not touching them. It'll dry out a little quicker, or just wrap it in cloth.
Yeah, I
That's
think
what I say.
But
That way,
but
and
if
then
you wrap it
tonight,
in
if they're not dry,
make sure you have to like change out the cloth so that it doesn't get
Yeah.
wet. And then, they start to.
I figured
try and
tonight,
pick
whenever
things.
we camp or do whatever, if we stay at an inn fireplace, just put them over that and let them dry. So we have 19 that we're drying, and we have 1 in a jar.
Cool.
Should we put dirt in the jar?
No, it's got to
No.
sprout. It has to sprout first. You can't. I know a lot about plants. You have to let it sit in water and sprout before you can drop it in dirt. Otherwise, the roots won't form correctly. You have to have it sprout, then you can plant it in dirt, and then you have to water it daily. Usually. Though these are vines, so you might have to hang them. But-
We got backpacks, so I'll just hang it off the side of my backpack while we're walking down the trail.
Just don't get eaten. You might. I don't know. I'll just have to watch your back, I guess.
All right,
I
carry
guess
on.
we head to the stable then. Get some horses.
I thought we already had horses. We'd already left and did
Where-
this outside the city walls so that we didn't, I don't know, murder anyone with, random acid explosion or something.
Unintentional homicide.
Negligent homicide.
Ren and me,
Closest you can get.
Ren and I, we're gonna do a lot of boy.
Stupid shit.
Bubba
Hey,
and Will in trouble.
Look, if you get in trouble because of us, just blame it on us. Throw us under the bus. We'll probably murder you for it later, but
We'll be
Oh,
alright.
I will.
How assuring. All right. And
On
so
we go.
the shit, we don't have a name still.
Wait, we don't have tattoos
Instigators.
either. We should get creeper vine tattoos.
are we the creepers?
Oh,
Little square stubby legs with big square heads, painted green.
creeper
Like I
towel.
said, green cloaks.
Green cloaks.
It works.
We're gonna
Just
get bullied
saying.
by the Gemstone Paladins for that name.
All right, I'll think of a better name. Give me 10 seconds. Let me think.
Can we say that we're walking and thinking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're galloping down the way. Definitely not
Beat it.
look at the generator.
Beat it.
I think it should start with a the. That's my input.
Yes. Be something.
So the
Dipshits?
No.
doesn't really impose the competence I would feel like we should have.
I mean, we're trying to grow creeper vine in a jar in my backpack.
We
I
is
don't know.
No, I know I talk about advertisement, but competence I think would be false advertisement. False advertisement. Not a good thing.
We defended the shit city from the Shadowfall. Now that's probably our biggest achievement. So
The shadow something.
The Shadow Fellers. We all just convert into Southern accents. The Shadow Fellers. We're the Shadow Fellers. We just filled the shadow. You know how I go.
ooh, but what drives away the shadows?
Don't do anything with light. None of us are good-hearted.
Swords.
Not Ren. Maybe Ren. Maybe Ren's
Speak for
slightly good.
yourself, Stefan.
Oh.
Very crude.
Power
math,
Rangers?
but this is what I've got.
Is that a volcano?
Yep.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Where is the volcano?
I'm still looking at
He
the
posted
tower
he
for the
posted it in
tower.
the
The links.
it's in the Discord.
Oh, okay.
The disco.
Oh, was that like a map?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
We have a map.
So, Lunaris is kind of hard to see right there, but Lunaris is south of that little gray square. The little gray square would be the castle. Of course, you can see the King's Wood there northeast, and the pond. Farenross would be up there in the northern east corner, right along that river.
You know, when we're traveling, I know jack shit all about you guys. So where is everyone from? Born and raised in the town we just came from, or
I think
We
so.
could be the Nocturnal
Right? Yeah.
Vikings.
Oh.
We
I
could be
was
the
expecting-
Nocturnal Vikings. Just cool. Or Raven Cloaks. That's cool too.
Ravencroft
Oh.
is pretty cool.
If you want to know about where I'm from, don't.
Okay, fair enough.
That charisma skill's really coming out there, bud.
Look, I'll put it like this. My past is my past. I don't involve anyone in my past except for me, myself, and I. And even I don't involve myself in the past.
That's very not involved in the pasty.
Yes, I don't talk about it. It is not important for anybody at all.
You're talking about
My family doesn't live anymore. Well, the only family I know about, and no one ever knew my family, so it does not matter.
Well, just because it wasn't me, it doesn't matter.
We share a similar sentiment.
We could be the Hallowed Legion.
That is yes.
Hallowed Legion.
Your first day of travel, give me a d20 for me.
Ooh, I'll roll.
Ooh, we could be the might of the land. Because we're all from, like, just regular people.
That's true.
Might of the land, Hallowed
5.
Legion.
I think Hallowed Legion sounds pretty metal.
Is that what you got?
The,
Discarded. Ooh.
5.
the
I
green
got
dot.
18.
We could be the discarded honor.
Mm.
I haven't
Did we
decided-
have the honor to begin with?
None of these are really tying into us.
Screams of the Desired. I don't know. Army of the People.
I don't know if we really are an army of the people.
I don't know.
Maybe it'll come naturally to us.
Maybe this this escapade will bring
I
forth
doubt
some
it.
light.
Maybe.
Well, yeah. Okay. I don't know what I was gonna say, but yeah, sounds good.
So day 1 coming to a close. Y'all are probably, I would say, halfway between the castle and the destination. So y'all are able to make camp.
I'll set up my little cot that I got
Ooh.
out of my backpack.
Residents of Defiance.
I
What?
become more and
Like,
more confused.
The Residents of Defiance.
So
Have you got this? Okay, I'll explain it to you.
I feel like unfortunate something is a good.
Ooh.
Unfortunately, bad for branding.
I
Hmm.
mean,
Unfortunate dawn.
No. No.
Unlucky.
Something with the sun. I'm really proud of that shadow stuff.
The natural ones.
You could be the champions
Not
of
one.
the dishonest. Shame of the deluded.
We're failure roll.
Unfortunate champions.
No.
Oh.
No offense. I'm sorry, but the Crystal Knight, whatever the fuck those 5-colored gem people are, they are the champions of the realm. So we can't do that one. I like the Hallowed Legion still. It's so good.
It is pretty good.
Hallowing like a
Well-
god.
I don't feel very hallowed though.
Yeah, fair enough.
No.
it makes me think of the Headless Horseman. I don't know why, but that is the
Sleepy
first
Hollow?
thing that.
Sleepy Hollow.
Yes.
What's that feeling? For the sake of sleeping, I'm just gonna choose a nice patch of dirt and lay down. I don't give a shit. I'm just gonna sleep on dirt.
Are we close to a water source by chance?
Probably not.
Well, shit. Okay.
When no one's looking, I'm taking a swig of alcohol, a very long swig of alcohol. After hearing all of these names, I'm just gonna turn and look at Stefan, and wait till nobody's looking, and then I'm just gonna swig a bunch of alcohol that you guys don't know I have.
So who's going to keep the first watch as y'all go lay down to take your long rests?
I'll take first. May not attack.
Okay.
Hmm.
All right.
I can take second.
I was about to say I'm good for whenever. Me and Linux, which Linux can I guess fly around too.
Ooh, no. Hmm.
And also, Rin, you know, with your mental connection with Linux, you can also, of course, you will go deaf and blind in your physical body, but you can also see and hear through Linux's eyes and ears.
The Sour Bunch, yes.
Okay.
So, Stefan can take first watch.
That's what we can I can send Linux around, I guess, to do an aerial scout real quick before we all go to bed, if you all would like.
That'd be
Well,
nice.
we're doing watches, so just have him do an aerial when you're watching.
Alrighty.
I'm just gonna use this. Use Pearl sheet.
Alright. Oh, not the Breakfast Club. I wasn't laughing at that. Sorry. I was laughing at one of the names that I randomly generated. Funny Prestige. Perfect. Alright,
Yeah.
I'll do Perception for me. And then it's terrible. But I will do a top. Well, we have +5. Maybe 9. Oh, Otak got a 14.
Okay. Well, your night's watch goes uneventful. Your out 2 hours watch goes uneventful, and it's up to whoever takes second watch.
I'll do it.
That would be me.
Oh, that's you. I don't know the order.
Oh. Okay. I volunteered, so
Perception check.
awesome. 11.
Okay. Your watch goes uneventful.
I'm absolutely drinking during watch.
Oh boy.
As you do.
That's why my perception roll is so low.
Okay.
I sit there, stare at the trees, and get drunk. Okay.
Third watch.
Whoever's next.
Now I'll go. Ooh. 23.
Nice. Your watch pretty much goes uneventful. You see might hear some rustling around in the grass and stuff. Probably it's rabbits or something, squirrels. But
Probably.
for the most part, uneventful. Fourth watch.
Who's next?
I'll go, I guess.
Perception check.
$19.
Nice. Yeah.
While I'm doing that, can I just tell Linux to just fly, like, around, I guess, while I'm awake?
Mm-hmm. You make a
Doing
perception
that.
check for Linux.
Do I just roll the same perception again?
I'm not sure what his perception is. Had your character sheet pulled up, but I don't know where it went.
Under him, it has perception as +6.
His perception is? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it'd just be a d20 plus 6.
20.
Nice. So Linux flies around. He probably sees a few animals here and there and yonder. Might have swooped down and catch him a meal or two. Might even be persuaded to bring back maybe something for the group. But other than that, your watch goes uneventful. So y'all can all take a long rest.
Nice.
You got a question?
We level up.
I mean, kinda, but like, no.
Not in
I
any
don't.
way.
No one's gonna make fun of you if you have a question. I mean,
No, they
you've
said,
never played before.
do we level up?
Well, so the dark vision that Linux has, how do I use that? Like,
Oh,
how
it's
does that?
automatic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's
At any,
automatic.
at any point
Okay.
when they are in darkness, they can see, unlike you need light. But they can only see in shades of gray. Like black and gray. It's grayscale. Everything is grayscale for them. But they can see in the night.
It's essentially like
Okay.
looking through night vision goggles.
Yeah, it's like
No
it's
colors.
CMGs, but
Okay.
without green and replaced with blue. Nothing, you idiots. Dr. Daddy's a lockdown base.
But the morning comes, the sun rises. Y'all get a long rest. The morning is yours. I need someone to roll a d20.
I did it last time.
For today's
I got it.
travel.
Now someone else decides if a dragon attacks us or not.
What? 16? Fun.
All right.
I guess whatever Linux brought back for the group in the middle of the night, I can cook that for everybody for breakfast. So we have a good solid meal to start the day.
I'll be 1 second. Y'all go ahead and converse.
So what's the plan for today?
Travel and make our way to the town.
Yeah, just travel for now. I'm
Yeah.
I'm probably under the assumption that I'm gonna be looking around the town and seeing what's on the up and up, seeing if there's anything else fishy, or maybe people in need of medical care.
Okay.
So he seemed to not really have a timetable on this. He was like, "When you guys get to it." So therefore, I don't
We can
feel like
kinda-
we need to rush.
Cool. I'm gonna, I guess whenever we get there, see if there's like a library and stuff.
I am probably literally just going to see what other exports this town has, because it seems like it's entirely run based off of whitestone. So, seeing what other benefits this town might have have for us to return to for would be good. But also like seeing who sells whitestone and all that.
See what they use it for. There or
Maybe
here.
we can even find some stuff for the
I mean, I think it's a mining town, so there's not going to be a lot there.
commerce. People.
Maybe we can buy some tents or buy a tent or something to protect us from. What's the weather like?
Yeah.
So it's
Can we get a weather forecast, please, sir?
it's April, so I mean the nights are cool.
Like a light jacket, not a.
Yeah, light jacket, a good fire. It's not like super cold, but early spring, late winter.
Okay. What is there in this town? Oh, well, I guess, are we there yet?
I would say if y'all want to go ahead and fast forward to get to the edge of the town, y'all can definitely do that.
Oh, wait, I need to check the creeper vine and my bag.
Yeah.
Can you tell me what that's doing?
Floating in the water.
Nothing exciting. Okay.
Yet.
Yes, yet. Sorry.
I mean, being
Kind of.
working with plants, it takes probably 2 or 3 days before a root would or before the plant would start emerging from the seed. So it
Well,
might
I don't
be
know anything about this plant. It could
right,
grow
but I
really
just
fast.
in general terms of plants.
Okay.
All right. We'll fast forward to getting to the town. As you come up a hill, if you're looking at the map in Discord, so like a series of hills and whatnot. As you get to the top of the hill, you see there's definitely like a fence, but it's made of some round logs that you have never seen before. These logs have got like they're green, and they've got like rings about every foot or so going up these logs. And they're all tied together and stuff, and then there's just a fence and then a big archway, and outside the arch is two gentlemen that y'all recognize. Or at least Ren and June would or the doctor would recognize probably the most.
Oh,
Doc, do they look familiar to you? Do you recognize them?
a little bit. Do I recognize their faces?
Mm-hmm.
Do we know their
It's
names?
the two gentlemen that was that you spoke with at the bar.
Oh,
Okay.
they were in Lunaris.
Yeah. Do you remember their names? Didn't they give them to you because they wouldn't give us the name of the girl with the blue shadowy or blue glowy thing?
Let me check my memory.
As the DM
It
checked
was
his memory as well.
Licton and Declan, I believe. I can't remember which one was which though.
1 second. What in the hell? There we go. So Declan was the younger looking gentleman. He's got a couple of scars across his eye right here. And Leighton was the younger looking, or kind of a more stout looking fellow. Had the big sword on his back. Both of them wearing leather armor. Since we're not got a map, I'll just put them in Discord.
Yeah, we never really did find out what was up with that woman.
I know, she left. Because she was out there when we were fighting the Shadowfall, right? We were following her, I guess, when the Shadowfall happened, right?
Well,
Were me and
right
June
after.
outside?
after
Or was that after?
after it was over, and y'all were like
Okay.
resting in the tavern, right before Pearl and Lauren asked you to come to the castle. She had walked out, and she caught your attention because she was like, the whole time that they were sitting at the table, all three of them were looking at y'all's table. And then she got up and walked to the door, and you were tracking her as she was going, and she just kept watching your table as she went. And as she went out the door, then you and June decided to follow after her. But
And we lost track of her, right?
yeah,
And we didn't get very far.
she
Okay.
basically effortlessly leaped onto a house and went over the top of the house and was gone.
They were
Was she with them?
us.
Y'all don't see her at the moment. You just see these two gentlemen at the gate as y'all walk up.
Okay. Well, I didn't really talk to them, so I don't. Did they recognize us? Like, are they looking our way or?
Oh yeah, they're
I guess so.
if y'all walk straight up to the gate, they're definitely watching y'all as y'all approach.
So they recognize us.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like it.
Of course they would. We're the Heroes of Linares. Duh. Okay.
The greatest people to ever lived. kings of the land and yada yada.
We're the something dawn.
No,
Figure it out.
The hallowed legion, shadowed dawn, raven, creepers.
Undetermined.
Aw, man.
What a name!
Wow, that
Gotcha.
was crazy. You need to write that down. That was amazing.
I don't even. What did you say? What did you say?
That was like that's like Shield's name before they
Hallowed
changed shorted to
Legion.
Shield.
Hey, we should do that.
Shadow, Hallowed Legion, Shadow. What was it?
I mean, do we want to make an acronym
Ooh.
like
Yeah.
Shield?
Better than Shield.
We have. Wait, what if we take the first letter of each of our names? We have H, S, W, L, J.
And J.
That's a lot. That's a lack of
That's
vowels
not,
right there.
yeah, that is not working. Oh, wait. We have 2 other party members. Otak Linux. Bro, there's a vowel
One
there.
vowel.
There's one vowel.
Might be hard.
Yeah, not gonna work.
Maybe we're like,
Well, like, I
shovel
mean,
or something.
like USA, it's United States of America, but in they only say USA. They don't say US of A, for the most part.
Unless you're down south, then a lot of times they do say the U.S. of
Yeah.
A.
Yeah, but I mean, y'all could come up with an acronym, and then throw in extra letters in there to make a word. But that's up to y'all.
That's gonna be a long word. Or how many? One. I'm gonna take a quote from Stefan and say I'm not very brain today, so don't ask me.
Well, let's approach them.
Well,
They shouldn't be antagonistic right now.
Yeah.
I mean, look, we need. Yeah, we approach them. I'm looking at. Interesting. That's interesting.
I'll take the lead and I'll walk up and get off my horse and Hill.
Ah,
I've met you before.
it's the heroes of Linares. What brings you out this way?
We're doing some
Adventure.
errands for some denizens of the town. It was Declan, right? And Leighton?
Leighton, yes.
Oh, I was asking them,
Yeah.
or I was reiterating
Yeah,
to them.
Yeah, he just he corrected you, but yeah. He's like, you said Latan, and he says Leighton, but yes, it's us.
Very well. You seem to be sort of keeping watch.
This is the town that
seems-
we are from.
Oh, you were just visiting Lunaris?
Yeah, we make trade stops every once in a while.
What do you trade?
He kind of points at the fence.
Logs. You trade logs?
Bamboo,
Like-
to be specifically.
Okay. Useful.
Oh,
Is he twitching or anything? Can I do an insight check to see if he's giving us a fake story?
Sure,
Getting nervous, getting
Make an
sweaty?
insight check.
If he's a fibbin
Is he a liar?
or
Non-natural 20.
Non-natural 10?
20.
20? Oh, yeah. I mean, he's telling the truth.
Good.
Would I know of them through my line of work?
I would say you probably wouldn't get a lot of trade this direction because these two are the guys that would probably the ones most responsible for running the trade route back and forth when they're not guarding the gate. So all of your contacts would probably be going from elsewhere.
But would I know that they run the trade route here?
I would say that you might have seen them in town.
If I remember right, you guys run some sort of trade route?
Yeah, we take textiles other things to Linares.
Wasn't there another person with your group?
No, she should be on her way here
Girl.
directly.
Okay.
And as y'all are talking, you see, and she's definitely she comes walking up after a few minutes, a few minutes of y'all talking at the gate. She's like, "Ah, the heroes of Linares, you have come."
You.
We didn't quite catch your name the last time
It's Andrea.
we saw you.
Yes, you were quite slow.
Now that's a little bit.
But I appreciate the effort.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Why was there an effort in the
Well,
first
you
place, if
were.
I might ask?
Yeah.
Well,
Are you trying to hide something?
Well,
I mean, you did try to leave town pretty fast.
I wanted to see if you could catch me.
Game of tag, I guess.
Precisely.
Uh-huh.
I mean,
Well,
the
caught you.
heroes, the heroes of Linares. I figured that you would have some kind of tricks up your sleeves.
Some, but we had a fight and we kind of exhausted them all.
There's a hell of a fight you put up with yesterday.
With who?
Yeah.
Yesterday.
The other day.
Yesterday.
Oh,
Thank you.
we didn't fight yesterday.
Yesterday morning.
Yeah, we did.
No,
Yesterday morning was the Shadowfall?
No, yesterday morning was
The
not
princess.
Oh,
Oh.
You
You were
watching.
there.
Yes, I watched.
On Castle Ground?
Where else did I watch it from?
Who are?
Well,
That's impressive.
Yeah.
How did you sneak in there? You've got to show. You've got to share with me your tricks.
I didn't sneak anywhere. I'm welcome in the castle.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to infer.
Obviously, none of us, looked around to see if anybody was here.
I mean, if I want to be seen, I'm seen. If I do not want to be seen, I don't have to be seen.
Is there a reason why you were spying on us?
No particular reason.
What's her vibe? What vibe do I get from her? Is she
Yeah,
like-
I'm feeling like
Make an insight
Is
check.
she just?
I want to like punch her in the
Okay.
face a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
I like her.
I'm gonna spit my tea.
She's
all over.
cool, but like, is she too cool?
Like,
You
That's
make
like an
insight
8.
check you if you want to, Lorraine.
I'm too wooed by her. She's too hot.
13.
not again.
I mean, in the tone of her voice, you could definitely hear that she respects you. She watched your fight. She knows that what you fought against in the the Shadowfall, that you protected the town. She definitely respects you, but she's also
Is she like I feel like she's condescending.
she's not being condescending as much as she's being playful. She's not trying to mean it in a hateful or malicious aspect, but she's just being playful.
Okay.
To quote a favorite movie of mine, or jest for someone who she considers it's already her friends.
Okay. We've
She's
been traveling for.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say we've been traveling for a while. Do you guys? Is there like a tavern or a bar or something we could all?
Oh, we
Have a drink
definitely
at?
have a place where y'all can eat and relax. She says, I
Oh,
am the daughter of the tribal leader of our town. So please follow me. So she'll turn and she'll lead y'all into the middle of town. When you get, well, it's more of a village than an actual town, really. But as you come, like you crest over the last little hill, coming into the village proper, As you watch, as you're looking, as you're following her, if I can find this. Why is everything not where I think it should be? This is bothering me.
Curse of the DM.
This is bothering me. I lay stuff out so I can find it, and then it's freaking gone. One second, I'm looking for this up. So I really want y'all to get a glimpse of this before we go any further.
Oh, think, brain, think. I've got a really cool acronym name for us, but I can't fill out the words.
What the hell? Oh, this is driving me up the wall. That's amazing. I love that so much.
Yeah. I feel like every adventure we just need to tack on another word to our group name. Every
That would be a hilarious running gag. Just everywhere you go, you just add another word, so it just becomes this longer and longer and longer and longer.
Guys, okay, this has got to be our thing now.
Sorry, guys. This shouldn't have taken this long.
The last two words are temporary. Well, actually, the last three. Legion, Watchful Shadow can be replaced, but I don't know. The Hollows. I can't think of the correct words at the end there.
Hollows is cool. I like that.
Ears of Lunaris is definitely what we're being called.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
That kinda does
so
fit.
far, everybody that's what they know you.
That's why I tried to incorporate it into the name, but I can't think of what the rest would be. And Hollows is really cool.
Yeah, let's workshop that.
Yeah. We could just not tell them what it stands for and decide that at a later date. Just the hollow and just change it every adventure.
I like
this now, it'll stand for something else later.
I like Legion of Watchful Shadow because we're watching for Shadowfall and Shadowfell just to make sure we can aid in that, but I don't know.
There it is. God almighty. All right. So y'all coming into the village proper, and just if you're looking at the map, if you look, there's a where that kind of like drops off into a valley, but just past that drop off, this is afternoon, so this is basically what you see.
Wow. How do we get up there?
Well, it's, of course, it would be lower, and on the other side of the river, you could see that there's like a bridge, a wide bridge that it goes out to like a couple of smaller islands. It's not as by itself. It's like several other smaller islands around it. So there's bridges that connect each island to the main island. But yeah,
Jeez.
just as you come into the town proper, and you're looking east, you definitely see this giant floating mountain with a floating island and mountain. There's nothing underneath it, just floating there in the air.
How does that work? I want to know the logistics of how floating island floats.
Are you asking her?
I'm just bringing this up in conversation. It's like it just floats there. It makes no sense.
What is everybody else doing in this moment?
Just kind of staring at it, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm gonna like just I guess, talk to Linux and ask if he's ever seen any of this before.
Yeah, flew over. I have flown over this many times.
Do you know how it works?
No, I do not.
Okay.
So,
Thought I'd ask.
Andrea's, she's like, yeah, that's pretty much the same reaction we get from everybody that comes through here and sees it. These are the sky mounts.
Seems like an excellent tactical position. I mean,
They also have a great name. The Sky
You
Mountains.
get up there.
Rope, probably.
I wouldn't trust any rope.
Well, there's.
I don't know.
Well, did you say there was bridges?
Yeah, there's like, I mean, they look pretty sturdy. They're well maintained. There's like rope bridges and things that come out that connect each of the little islands.
See? Rope. They're bridges, but, you know.
Goodness.
So, what brings you to our town?
A job.
What
Yes.
job in particular?
We are, it's none of your business.
Oof.
Well, considering
Well,
that- Go ahead.
what he means is that Doc, help me out here.
What I
Christmas
mean
better than mine.
is, you do not need to know what our job is. It is our job to do. But if you would like to help us, could you please perhaps lead us to the mines or a distributor of Whitestone?
She bows
Please.
before you.
Bows?
Bows.
Oof.
Like you said,
Uh,
the distributor of Whitestone, and she's like,
Oh.
I see. Well,
Oh shit!
The letter.
I pull out the letter. Then I guess you need this.
she'll take the letter and kind of roll her eyes like, wow. And she looks at the letter. Why would Malai send you for this?
Because we are errand people for him right now, and the city doesn't need us for anything else.
We normally bring the shipments ourselves.
We are errand people.
We're currently being put through the ringer, if you would. They're testing our wit,
Capabilities.
our competence,
Ah,
to see for future endeavors. From what I've assuming,
For
Just
free,
wanted us out of the
might I
way.
add.
well,
In other
Malai
words,
said
we are
she'd pay
errand
you
people.
if you come back.
yes, we are.
Yeah, he did say we would get paid for it, but
Ah,
I mean, I guess, but
so in other words, we are errand people climbing up the ladder of with whatever. We are just doing a job.
oh,
They're testing us because we are the heroes of Lunaris, and they want to trust us with other things, but hard to do that when they don't know what, you know. I
Took
think you
us out
get
of town for 2 days. That's probably all they needed.
Let's throw a surprise party when we get back.
Who
I
knows? Maybe.
I suppose that makes sense. Well, it saves us a little bit of work, so sure, why not?
I have a question. How do you travel here? Because one time when we were traveling in this eastward kind of direction, we came across some weird vines that nearly ate our doctor here. Do you avoid them, or do you know where they are? So we maybe avoid them on our way back?
What vines?
The
They-
creeper ones, the ones that swallow people and turn them into acid mush.
I succumbed to them and was trapped for a bit, but
Don't say it like that. That makes it weird, Doctor. You got eaten by them. Eaten.
But he was alive. I mean, he
not-
came out alive on the other
Yeah,
side.
but you cut your way. Yes, you cut your way out of their stomach, but you still got eaten by them.
I mean,
Don't say you succumbed to them. That makes it.
Looks as though you died. You didn't.
Yeah.
I suppose
You sliced and diced. Just,
in the wrong areas, but yes.
I mean, you're not wrong.
You seem to amaze me even more and more. Wow. No, I do not know of these plants that you speak of.
Interesting. Well,
Do you have a, I guess like a library here, or a center of knowledge, or
The
manuscripts?
the only records that we hold would be within the main hall, which my father presides over. And against my better judgment, and I explicitly told him this myself, he wishes to speak with all of you.
Your father?
Yes.
oh,
Does he have an errand
Interesting.
for us to run?
Oh shit. Yeah.
are we becoming better errand people?
Well, you did save a town from a Shadowfall attack.
Yay. More side quests.
This is good. This is good.
Are we gonna get paid for this?
Nah, probably not.
He's asked, just asked to speak with y'all.
Okay.
It's gonna end up like Pearl. They're gonna be like, alright, let me spar with you, and then mollywop us into the earth and be like, humble yourselves.
Sparring session as he pulls out a straight up shotgun.
Oh, that's funny. I like that.
Humble yourselves. Every noble we meet is just gonna mollywop us and send us to our early grave and be like, humble yourselves.
Are we able to see that like blue light, whatever she had on her? Are we able to see it at all? Whenever she turns and walks, because I think you said whenever she walked out of the tavern, her
right. Make a perception check.
Okay.
I mean, it's Stefan, if you keep going off as arrogant, the nobles are going to keep mollywopping us to teach us
21.
humility, right?
21. Yeah,
Fulfilling prophecy there.
You look, and when you saw her at the door, it was like right there on her side. And as you look now, as you're speaking with her and stuff, there's nothing there. Like, you don't see it at all. She's got her belt on. She's got a couple of daggers in those, but there's nothing remotely in that vicinity where you looked before to show that there was anything there.
So did June see the thing, the whatever it was, whenever we were at the town, like when we went to go follow her the first time?
I
The
would
jumper.
Yes. Oh, you were like way over in the center of the crossroads, weren't you?
So
Well,
June?
I don't.
whenever she walked out of the door, like her thing like billowed up when she
June-
walked out, and that's when I saw it.
You were tracking her as she walked across. June, I don't know if she was watching her as she went.
The
I
glowing
can't remember if
dagger.
her
I
back
did,
was facing
but
them.
I did watch her fly up the building.
Yeah, she jumped. She jumped, but she jumped on top of a building. But yeah, she would. You wouldn't have seen it in that moment.
Okay. I was just curious. I just didn't know if she'd seen it before or not. Couldn't remember. Did anybody else? Did the doc see it? Since we were kind of facing. You didn't, did you?
I
Okay.
think Doc was more
Focus on the guys.
focused on the other two that were still sitting there.
I recall it was June and Ren that went and chased her, right? They both saw that, I would think.
Right.
I think when we were sitting in the tavern, I think June's back was to
June was facing, like, okay, so
him.
Ren was facing that table. So she was watching, and she could see them, watching y'all's table. June was probably facing towards the door, and the doctor was facing east. I think Stefan was facing more of like a southern.
I was facing the door.
Or facing the door.
Yeah.
Because I think I nudged Doc. Did I? Or did he notice them staring? Or did I like?
Don't.
I noticed them staring. I remember that much, but I don't think I ever did anything about it.
I think you told us, and then Doc went to talk to him, and me and you went to chase her down.
Okay, I can't remember. I did not write that down in my notes. Sorry.
You're good.
Oh no, you're good. I didn't write it down either. I just have really good memory.
That I do not.
So
sometimes I have good memory.
she tells her that her father's name is Kragir. Kraggeair.
Can you spell it again?
Kraggeair.
Kraggeair.
Kragir.
And he is the leader of this
the
village,
elder.
right?
Yeah, he's the village
Or elder. Okay.
And she says it's against my better judgment that he asked to speak with you. So if you are ready, I will take you to him.
Yeah, we are as ready as we could ever be.
Can
Yeah.
you be polite to this guy when we meet him?
I will.
I say, Stefan, you're.
So me and Stefan should basically shut up this whole time.
I say, we'll let, I guess, Doc and Lana, what's your charisma? Higher than mine.
We'll let Doc.
All right, Doc, it's up
We got
to
a
you. You're.
+3 to persuasion. That's not my charisma. That's all we've got.
Oh shit. Okay, well, alrighty.
She leads y'all up to the front of the main hall, and she stops and turns and looks at y'all. And you see her face goes like straight stoic, and she says that I only ask that outside the castle you speak to no one of what you see or hear inside this building.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Let me get a.
As a favor to me and my people.
Stefan just solemnly nods.
Okay.
And she'll like she'll sigh, and then she'll open the door and allow y'all to walk in.
Is she
Let's
gonna
step
go in
in.
with us, or does she leave?
Yeah, she'll follow y'all in, but
Okay.
I stepped
June
in through the
can't tell her
door.
mouse.
what was that?
Does this mean June can't tell her mouse about it?
I mean, the mouse is with her, so.
The mouse is with me.
And Linux wouldn't fit through the door.
No, but I can still. How are we close enough where I can still like?
Oh yeah, you've got like a mile or something like that you can tell. You
Okay.
can speak with him with.
Okay.
Y'all walk in, and as she walks in after you and closes the door, you see a man sitting in a chair. And what strikes you at the very beginning is the fact that his skin is blue.
Oh.
And his hair, it's like a white, and it sways.
So Lana will lean over to the doctor and be like, I think they need your help.
He is 2 inches tall and looks like a Smurf.
Papa Smurf, is that you?
He's normal size.
Okay. Oh my goodness. Have I seen anybody like that before?
No,
Oh.
none of you have seen anyone like this before.
In my mind, I'm just like relaying like what I'm seeing to Linux.
I'm just I salute to. I do like a traditional knightly salute to the man and say, "Village elder, you wish to see us?"
Yes, I've heard from my daughter and the other the gentleman that were with me that you are responsible for the to defeating the creatures in the Shadowfall that happened upon
That
the
is
city.
correct. That is correct.
That is. It is fortunate that you were there, and it is unfortunate that it happened on the city. It's very strange. I have never, in the all my years in the past that we know, that I have never seen a Shadowfall happen this close to Solstice area before.
Solstice. What do you mean solstice area?
Oh, this area. I how much of the area are you aware of? Are you new to this area? You grew up in Linares?
I
No,
grew
we.
up in Mars, yes.
Yeah.
Then
We grew up
then
here.
then you know about the spire in the center of the kingdom.
Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, the spire. The apogee the apogee solstice of the network of ley lines that encompass Bren, and it's very strange. I do not recall that the Shadowfall would happen this close to one of those apogees the apogee solstice before. It's very strange. They are used.
Well, sir, none of the court knows anything about it either. We are all in the dark about such a thing happening so close to home. It was a tragedy.
It seems like things are probably progressing a lot farther than they have in the past. It's very distressing.
Could you perhaps tell us more about this past? We are, though we are raised here, not much of that information is shared to us.
Well, of course, like the shadow falls that happen, a good distance away. I'm sure that you are not knowledgeable on such things. I only know what scouts and traders tell me from other places. As you've probably seen coming in the floating mountains outside, it
Yes.
it is unknown for sure because it happened during the night. None of our writings account for how it happened, but in our history, our village was a nomadic people. We did not really settle down in one place. We wandered around and around. Uh, one day we took the village took refuge in the river below, and the next morning when they woke up, the mountains they were there. They weren't there before. It is we speculate that possibly that a shadow fall might have brought the mountain. We are uncertain.
I see. It is. It is only happened in the night, but the Shadowfell happened in the day as well.
Well, the shadow falls they happen. There is no restriction on when they happen. It's just
How would you know whether it was a Shadowfell or not?
we do not. We only surmise from what we've learned from the shadow falls that it's that. I mean, that's the only explanation. Where would how would a mountain in the sky just show up overnight when it wasn't there before?
Has anyone been able to travel to the mountains?
Oh yeah, we've got bridges built out there to them.
And anything unusual about them, or are they just floating mountains?
It's what remind the white stone.
What are the natural properties of this white stone? Are they poisonous? Are they
I do not.
Do they cause sicknesses? Do they have any ill adverse effects just naturally, or
No, our village has been here for a good long while, and we mine the white stone, and we use it for our own purposes. Malai requests some periodically. A lot of us have handled it, and no one has gotten sick. I mean, look at me. He looks. I mean, aside from his skin being blue and his hair kind of look like it's almost like
Floaty.
a white fire, you know. Um, I mean, he looks 45, possibly.
Were there any creatures on the mountains or living things?
There are birds and other things that might have crossed the bridges from here and from time to time, but nothing dangerous that we know of.
Hmm. This white stone, what is it capable of?
Oh, it's used for many things. We use it to for various purposes. We could put it in different things to do. Oh, there's a bunch of different things you can use it for. Um,
What is your most common application for it?
Most common application. And he certainly thinks for a second. And I tell you what, I will discuss with you everything that we use or what we use the white stone for. If you would do a small boon for me.
Okay.
What is it that this the Malay? What did he send? How much did he send you for?
We were to pick up 6 carts of unrefined white stone.
Oh, I see. So that would be about like what the catalope of the finished product.
You said roughly about that size, yes, in a
Okay.
jar.
Well, I tell you what. If since you were going in there anyway, if you would bring an extra cart for our village and if you find any blue, it's like crystal. Is blue. Be careful. Do not do not activate the crystal, otherwise you might fly away like bird.
Would you? Is it rude to ask about your appearance since you said that you were an example of health?
Excuse me.
The blue is a little different. Is that from the blue crystals?
No, it is not. It My appearance, and you watch. He looks at uh his daughter, and then he kind of looks at the rest of you, like he's looking for what to say. Of course, she's probably like, mm mm.
You need not speak about it, sir. I'm sorry for anyone having asked. It is probably deeply personal. Please, if you
It's
would.
it's just that I try to keep my appearance and my identity away from the world because as you could probably guess, if everyone knew that my appearance was different from everyone around me, that I would probably be swarmed with gawkers all the time.
Yes, it is perfectly okay. Um, I only hope you can forgive my friend here for asking. If you want us to get this extra card, uh, does that mean we are free to go into your mines?
Well, it's quite late this afternoon. You wouldn't It would get quite dark quickly. It would probably be best to start in the morning. It would take
Very well.
it would take you it would take good probably a good a full day to mine a single cart. So you will probably be here if you're going to harvest 7 carts of stone. You will probably be here probably for 7 days,
Oh wow.
unless you are very lucky and you're able to get the stone very quickly.
What what do you mean by lucky? Is it just
I
rare?
mean, you might hit a big vein, or it might come loose quite easily. The stone may not be as hard packed around it as. So the stone of the mountain is different from the white stone. It runs in veins. You will see when you get into the mines.
Okay.
And
You said
Would you happen to have mining equipment for us?
oh yes, everything that you would need will be provided.
Please, Ren. I'm sorry for interrupting.
you said don't activate the blue stones or blue crystals. How do we avoid doing
Uh,
that?
so
Hmm.
it if the blue stone comes in contact with the white, if you when you mine the white stone, if you look, you can see like gold veins running through the stone. It looks like the veins of your arm. And if gold veins come in contact with the blue stone, or if you happen to strike it just I mean just the right way, the blue stone could be the blue crystal could become activated. And if you hang on to it and forget to let go, you could fly away like a bird.
Oh,
So it doesn't explode. It
No.
just okay.
still dangerous though.
Have you experimented with this blue stone? It seems like it could be useful.
Oh yes, that's why if you come across some, I would ask if you could bring it to us. We'd be very grateful. Since you are going to be in the mines anyway.
Very well.
What is the white stone and the crystal?
I'm sorry.
Oh, what is your plan with the white stone and the crystal?
We use the blue crystal for various things, and then he kind of gets this like an eye as he looks towards his daughter. He goes, I suspect a couple of you might have come across something similar before. And he's like looking past you, and he's looking like right at her.
Oh,
I see.
Spirit.
insight to see
Would-
if he's telling the truth and he's being.
No, he's
No.
like
he's
he's
trying to non-verbally signal about the blue glow on a certain someone's hip when they leaped
no.
into the air unnaturally.
I know. I was more meaning if he's being truthful about this whole situation. If he's being forfeit. If he does, like, I'm trying to see if he has other.
Intentions.
Hidden
Like,
motives.
This is a lot. This is a lot to just like trust us with barely knowing us. Like,
Well-
what's his vibe? I don't trust this
To
guy.
be fair, we've already seen his daughter do some weird, crazy shit, and see him with blue skin and white wind-like hair.
and you also have
It's-
a letter from Malai
Yeah.
sending you here.
Yeah, it's
I'm
not
still-
like he's trusting random people.
Yeah, we gotta.
But-
No, it's still a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame you for insight.
And now you can see why that his daughter was so apprehensive about y'all coming in beyond the building, because he was being very forthright with information.
Yeah, I mean, you can still insight him, but
Yeah, go
Yeah,
ahead.
I'm more interested in his motives because like there's where everybody wants something. What is he? What do I get the vibe that he wants?
Make an insight check.
That is a natural 20.
Nice.
Yes, I'm
Hell
always
yeah.
thinking on a mouse this time.
Hell yeah. All right, so I mean, he hasn't fibbed. He hadn't told any lies. I mean, he's being as truthful as he can be.
he's not deceiving us about his motives either.
Nope. He's being. I mean, everything up to this point. I mean, he's being truthful. And
But it's like,
it's more with the natural 20. It's more not so much that you're looking to see if he's telling truth, but why he's being so forthright with the information. And it's just that he's you get the sense from you get the air from him is that he doesn't believe that gathered information should be withheld. if the shadow, like especially since the Shadowfall happened in town, any information that he could have on the Shadowfall, he's like he wants to share that because if shit's getting real, the more people will know about it, the better.
Yeah, he's scared.
I mean, sure. I mean, he's concerned.
Yeah, well, scared, concerned, they're kind of the same thing.
Good to
He's
know.
yeah.
So we were told by your daughter here that people are not usually tasked out for these expeditions for Whitestone. Can you tell me who usually is tasked with mining this stuff? Maybe we could converse with them and get some more insight from them.
Well, various members of our village go into the mines and mine the stone, bring it back to the mills and mill it and prepare it. It's, usually that uh, uh, my daughter and the two guards that you met in the gate is the ones who transport it to Linares for the most part.
Any notable high performance or high yielding workers you've heard of late?
No, just I mean, it's kind of like the roll of the dice. You go into the mine, you mine some stone, you find a vein, and you work the vein until it runs dry. I mean, it's kind of it's kind of a roll of the dice. I mean, if you find a vein, you find a vein. If you don't, you don't. It's kind of like, that's why I said, 6 carts, you'll probably be here 7 days, maybe quicker. Maybe if you find a good vein.
So you said this stuff has multiple applications. Mm, it- Is it stronger than any other stone or metal?
He sits back and he'll reach from over the table and he'll bring a little like looks like a glass dish. He said, I show you a little bit. And then he reaches and picks up a vial. It's got a little bit of green liquid in it. Uh, you would all recognize this liquid. It looks a lot like the acids and the stuff that you have gotten from the
Creeper van.
creeper vines. He pours a little bit of that in the dish. Then he reaches and he puts up. It looks like gold sand. He takes and he pours that gold sand into the dish, and then he picks up a little pipette and he sort of starts stirring it around a little bit. And
I'm
you
watching
watch, yeah, you watch as the gold sand just completely dissolves, gone. Uh, he then takes another liquid. You're not quite sure what it is, and he'll pour into the acid, and he pours basically about half much more than the acid that's in there. And as he sits that down and you watch, and all of a sudden there's a little blue dot in the center of the fluid, and then it starts to grow, and then after a little bit there's this little sliver of blue. It's really light, almost white colored, and it puts off just a little bit of a glow. He said, "You come back in a couple of days. This will be completely finished." And he sets that aside. He says, "Also," and then like in front of him, he's got a fire, right? He takes a metal dish and lays it in the fire. And this is going to take probably about an hour, hour and a half, for all of this going on, whether y'all want to sit there and watch or not.
I will.
He takes some of the more of that gold sand and he pours it into the dish. And you watch it gets real hot, and starts glowing, the orange, as it starts pulling together as a liquid. Then he pulls it off the fire, and as it cools, you see the liquid is now a purple. It's like it's transparent like a purple glass.
My goodness.
And he says, that's the state in which we use it the most.
Glass? Like?
It is good for to make focus and to make lenses, but yeah, that is the state in which we use it the most.
Lenses. These lenses, what do they do? Can you see certain things through them?
It it allows you to see things that might quite possibly that you cannot see with the naked eye.
Is the white stone useful for a blade or armor? Or would it be best used in more apothecarian ways, such as creating this blue crystal or the purple lenses?
He sits there, he scratches his beard a minute. He says, armor or weapons? I have not thought of that kind of.
Like the glass, it seemed like it would shatter, but reinforced. I don't really know. I'm not a smith, but it seems like it is got some inherent properties that would make it good for something, but I don't know exactly how you could use it in combat.
I do not know if a combat application would be possible. I would have to research this some more. You make a good question. You have the glass.
I merely asked because I'm myself I won't say combat focused, but I'm trained in it and practice it daily through survival. So I wonder if this natural material that we have yet to really test its limits on would be useful for someone like myself, or even for the Gemstone Paladins.
Like I said, I'd have to do some more research. I do not. Of course, the purple glass, it would be very brittle. I figure in combat, I don't know. You could possibly make maybe a blade that you could use once.
Oh goodness.
The blue crystal, it's quite hard. Don't it would. For armor or even for weapons, God, it would take so much.
Well, I also wonder if it could be useful in generating force for a strike, like at the end of an arrow tip. Longer flight times or something like that.
I don't see how it would help an arrow.
Well, it perhaps the blue crystal will. The other inhabitant of those floating mountains.
Oh, that would make anyone who was to shoot that arrow would be unfortunate. Probably would not hit much of anything.
But does it fly forever?
It would probably it might straight up.
Well, I just wonder. These materials seem wonderful, but to use them, we have to do more experience. Look at them better in different ways. I merely was thinking in a way I'm used to.
It's understandable.
Well, I believe, unless anyone else has any questions, we have probably exhausted all of our questions.
I have one question.
Go.
And you might have said this already, but that blue crystal, are you able to, like, I guess, cut it and put it into certain objects per se that you could wear? If you get the right amount, it won't make you just
You watch
Float
as
stay
for-
floating.
you watch as he kind of stares daggers at his daughter again. Yes, this is a practice that we use kind of often.
Okay, I was just curious.
And the blue crystal in that acid whatever mix, that is different from the crystal of the mountain?
And he says that the blue crystal in the mountain. It's a dark blue,
Mm.
and it definitely it has it's different. We call it the broomstone,
Mm. And that other crystal
and that
in the
that the light blue crystal in the alchemical mix. We call that damn, my brain just died. Residuum.
ah. So these things are all useful in other ways. Well, like I said, we have no more questions, I believe. It would be best if we were to get started, well, at least get ready to start tomorrow as soon as possible. We don't want to take too long.
Oh, if you're looking for some possible work or something to do, I'm sure some of the village people would have things that they might need help with. If you're looking to make yourself useful.
I think we are probably going to gather our supplies and make sure they are all sharpened and ready for a long day of work tomorrow and prepare our bodies for the same such thing. Thank you for your hospitality and the knowledge you've shared with us, Elder.
Thank you.
You are very welcome.
And he'll traditional knight salute again and say, permission to be dismissed.
Peace, by all means.
And he'll step out.
Pretty good.
So to say, when I walk by, I guess Andrea, however you, but is she following us, or is she staying behind?
Is she staying behind?
Okay, as we're walking out, I'll just mention just walk by and say something about the tavern later. I guess see if she'll meet us at the tavern or something later.
Okay, so as y'all come into town, y'all didn't see a tavern or anything like that. But as you first come in, there was a big, well, kind of like a gazebo that was, and to explain the town a little bit, these buildings, they're put together for the most part using bamboo, but like the walls, as you watch, you make the cross hatch like a wicker basket type of deal. But as you watch if you rub your hand across the side of the building, the 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 wicker is smooth, almost like glass. And all the buildings here are all made from various designs and things of bamboo. Some of them, full log bamboo walls. Some of them this glass-like. Uh, Imagine fiberglass. Um, but the gazebo in the center, it's got a fire in the middle. It's got a bunch of chairs and benches and stuff around, and that's where everyone basically goes to relax.
Okay.
So if you want to, if that's where you want her to meet you, that she would have brought you there first because y'all asked if there's a place where y'all could rest and drink or whatnot. That's where she would have went, took y'all until she talked about how her father wanted to meet y'all.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. I'll just tell her to, I guess, see if we can meet with her there later.
Okay. She'll nod as y'all walk out the door. Y'all just going out to the gazebo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, we'll fast forward.
Stefan that night will just ponder about the possibilities of creating glass or crystal like daggers or darts. Since glass can become very, very sharp, he just, like in his notebooks, is just writing down ideas for how to use that white stone or residuum or any of those items in combat.
Okay.
Is he gonna learn how to make Otak fly?
No, I was actually thinking of how I could make a use out of interesting stuff that isn't just regular steel.
Okay.
I would say a few minutes go by, and then as y'all are sitting there at the gazebo, maybe drinking some ale or something that people are come by and serve or whatever. The general atmosphere of the village, everyone's really, they're happy but they're busy. Everyone's doing something. You see tables of people taking bamboo and stripping it down to really thin, small, like strings. Uh, you see others, just splitting it into like little slats. There's several people that's got great big hammers, and there's some kind of liquid in this like a basin, like a stone basin, with a white substance in there, and they're just beating this substance with these hammers. Um, so everybody's doing something. People, someone would, come by and offer y'all a drink or something to eat. There's food. Um,
Stefan turns down literally everyone. Anyone who offers him anything, he doesn't disrespectfully turn them down. He just is like, I am not taking handouts.
okay.
So he's eating and drinking his own food and water. Just focused on what he's working on, really. He's just focused on his work and preparing himself for a lot of hard work.
Couple of farmers come by, and they ask if y'all are interested in collecting some bamboo for the village.
Um,
It's probably like 4 in the afternoon. So I mean, y'all would have plenty of time if y'all decided if you wanted to do something like that. He offers you. He doesn't have much. He offers you like 50, 60 gold
whoa.
if you would like to go into bamboo forests and bring back some bamboo. You see this farmer. He's up there. He's like 50, 60 years old. And then these young, able-bodied people just happen to walk into town, and seeing how that they visited with the elder and came back out and they're still here, he felt hey, maybe they would like to do some help the town a little bit or something. So he comes up and asks if you would like if it was something that you would be interested in.
Absolutely.
Sure, we'll do that.
Okay. So go ahead. He'll basically like draw in the sand. Like he draws the river from the map. And he said if you go, follow the river north, there's you can't miss the bamboo fields. There's just they grow tall. bring back good size stalks. Something about like this size. Like 3 or 4 inch wide stalks. He said about 15 of your boots long, give or take. And if you could do that, I would be most grateful. And he points towards the bridge that goes across the river. Because see, there's the river goes to town to the north of the village there. There's a little footbridge that goes over, and on this side there's a cart that you can either pull behind a horse or pull. Two people could pull it pretty easily. He said if you want to take that cart, you can. You'd be more than happy to take the cart. To go. And says,
Okay.
we really appreciate it.
No worries.
Is that something you all want to do? I mean,
Um,
it's 10 till 11. We can stop here.
yeah, I was about to say probably a good place to call it right now. So
Yeah, I'm like starting
In
falling
preparation,
asleep.
we're
sitting
we're
up.
all getting prepared to do hard labor.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm
good place to end it.
I'm free next Monday, so if that works for everybody else, I'll see you then. Thanks, guys.
Yep.
I should be free next Monday.
Yeah, I mean, I'm off. I just had to work Tuesday, but
Good
I'll have
game.
to,
Y'all have
I'll
fun.
have to be an hour late next Monday, like every other Monday. No biggie though.
Depending on how much talking and stuff. I mean, y'all conversate, so you probably won't miss a whole lot.
Yeah.
so you spend an hour talking about fucking group
Creeper
names
sacks.
and creeper sacks and sitting here just holding it.
Yep.
So
I love it. It's great. I love the interaction. I don't that one game that I'm
I
playing. We
I
sit there
love
literally.
Ren. Would you hold my creeper sack? Would you hold my sack?
I know I need to put that on the quotes. I don't even know what I've written down for today. Oh yeah, the sack is about 2 handfuls. That's what Stephen was like. Yeah, just
Yeah, you got the pretty hefty. My sack. My sack is pretty hefty.
I just want y'all to know that half the quotes I have written down from each session are from Stefan for him saying shit like that.
Look, he is
Hey, you
complex.
can't forget your own quote. There's that one you don't want to write down.
I know. That was and the thing is I knew that I said it, but like I knew that I said it, but like I didn't process that I had
What?
said it.
What was
I
said?
said my herbology clit.
Oh.
Herbology clit.
Right, you were gonna use your herbology clit to inspect my creeper sack. I remember now. Mm.
Oops.
Oh, that was great.
Oh no. This is the two rangers are
I was about to say that session went from like 0 to 100 fucking quick.
Quick. Hi, how you doing? Can I help you?
It quickly got oddly sexual faster than I think any of us were ready for. And we all just were like, wait a minute. But I work well under that kind of pressure. So I just kept rolling with it. And I think everybody enjoyed the laugh.
I mean, I'm literally sitting here for how long holding this fucking sack.
You're sitting there talking, and you just sit there like, that's amazing. I love it.
Shit.
That was a fun game.
That was a hot mess, is what that was.
I should have stood up and.
See? I told you, hot mess is usually a good thing.
I mean.
God, that was.
Y'all learned a lot.
Sure.
Yeah.
Y'all got a lot of free information.
Mm-hmm. I know my can't brain right now.
I can. I work great at nighttime. I'm probably gonna stay up for a billion more years after this, but that was a good session. I think
that was a lot of fun.
I think the fact that we're playing the same class but playing
Two completely different people.
Yeah, two different people is very fun. I think yeah. But I think the fact that they work so well off of each other.
I know, just feed off of each other. It's perfect.
And seeing, I thought Ren and the doc would click more, being that they're both, herbology and medicine kind of go hand in hand. But y'all two just like think.
I think part of that is because Stefan is so easy to click with if you're just asking about the right thing. Like, he talked to the doctor. It may have seemed like gibberish, but what he said wasn't completely wrong. Find a soldier. Soldiers work in combat all the time. They train their bodies and have to learn what different muscles are and how to suture a wound, even if they aren't going to, triage and stuff like that. So if you just taught them the stuff they didn't know, you'd have a pretty good medic. A soldier in medieval times knows exactly how to take care of people. I mean, sure, they aren't all combat medics, but they're at least trained slightly in it.
Yep.
And every time it gets brought up about, like, the doc doesn't know what to do in combat, I was just like, think of it like doing surgery. Hit all the vital points. Think of it like reverse surgery.
Yeah, you know what not to hit when you're in surgery. Now hit those parts.
Yeah.
Deliberately.
Yeah, I think the funny jokes between Ren and Stefan are going to carry the quotes section.
I know. That's like we were going through like yesterday when me and DM were talking. And I was just going through my book of quotes and shit that I've written down, because like each session I have I separate out my notes and like quotes, and I was like, half of this shit is just dumb shit that Stefan says.
To be fair, I can't say that part about it. He only says some of that stuff to I don't know, I guess he's very adamant about morale, so he says a lot of that stuff just to keep you guys awake. Yeah. I mean, think about just this session. Everyone was like, Stefan, just keep quiet, and then he went in there and knew exactly how to talk to him. Asked the right questions, knew how to ask for forgiveness, knew what to avoid.
Yeah, I'm interested to see like where this.
But you do realize that Stefan was a complete ass to the daughter for like no reason beforehand, right?
Oh,
like, you could be whatever you want, but like,
sure, but there's definitely a difference between the two. Like, the elder and the elder's daughter are two completely different people.
You didn't even know who she was. You were just a dick to the stranger.
Yes, because they're a stranger. Why would I be nice? What are they offering me to be nice to them for?
You don't know yet. They're a stranger.
Also, I wasn't necessarily an asshole to her. I was just
you were a complete
honest.
dick. You were over the top dickish. Like, on a scale of 1 to 10.
What did I say specifically?
None of your business. Don't talk to me. Come on, man.
That's not a dick move.
If you did that in real life to people...
If you were a government worker and you worked directly for the president advisor and they said, hey, go do this job with a letter that they didn't even read to you, they handed it to you sealed and said, you're going to go do this, would you tell everybody your business?
It's not that you didn't tell her our business. It's what you said to her. You gotta admit that was a dick. You already admitted you were
No,
a dick.
I
that was
was rude, sure, but that's not a
Yes,
dick
okay.
move. That's
Okay.
just honest. That's not rude. I don't think that's
You're
rude.
you're contradicting.
Really.
It was rude. You said it was rude. Now it's not rude. Is it rude?
Depends. In the
mean, you can-
circumstances, no. To that person, from that person's perspective, yes. From her perspective, Stefan was probably a rude asshole who deserves to be punched in the face or slapped or whatever.
Exactly.
But from
Yeah.
our perspective, that's not rude. That's being defensive.
So Stefan's character, right? Like if you're Stefan, and she'd come up and talk to you in that same way, you would immediately hate her and think she was being a complete ass. Which is what you did when the
No.
gym warriors talked to you. They made one little comment, and you were just immediately their assholes. I don't want to talk to them, right? So like
Stefan has had that same thought about them the whole time, though. He never changed that about them. He, from the beginning, has said they're assholes and pretentious. I don't care about them. Literally from the beginning, when the parade happened, he said, I hate that they go on parades.
No,
From the start.
And that's fine. Like I don't, but Stefan is a bit abrasive. You've said that too, so you know that Stefan.
Oh yeah, he's abrasive, but I wouldn't say he's a dick.
But he was a dick to her. He's not always a dick, but sometimes he's a dick. It'd be impossible for her not to have the impression that Stefan was being a dick to her.
Yeah, but I mean,
I see both sides of the coin. So
I don't know. Now that she knows, she probably okay. From that comment alone, she probably thinks he's an asshole. Now that she knows what the job was and who it was for, she might understand a little more. I guess it's different because, like, this is a time of peace, and these people, not entirely peaceful, but they don't face hardship, right? So everybody shares everything. Nobody's mean to anybody because we're all nice people living in a peaceful land where happy-go-lucky, sunshine, rainbows, let's eat marshmallows all day, all whatever, right? Bubblegum and
I think
sunshine.
you're missing the point, though, right? It's not that you don't. It's not that you didn't answer her question. It's the way you answered the question, right? So even if you're going to be super guarded and not tell anyone your business is, shutting people down with three-word responses and "don't talk to me" that's what it is, right? Like, you can't walk up to people in real life and act that way, right? Like, it wouldn't work out.
I didn't say don't talk to me. I just said it's not your business. I mean, what other way of saying it's private, I guess, is the other way to say it. But
that certainly would have been better. Sure. When you talk to the king, you know how to be super nice. You were over the top, dripping with niceness, right? Like, and I know she's not the king or the elder.
Yeah, there's
something in between. Is all I'm saying. And it's fine that Steven doesn't have it in between. Stefan can be the extremes. You can't pretend he doesn't have those extremes. Like, that's who he is.
There's definitely worse things he could do, though. Is, I guess, the way I see it is, like, he's not the extreme. He could have said "fuck off" instead. Like, there's definitely worse things. No, he didn't. He just said it's not your business, or none of your business. Which, I guess, with the right tone and the tone he was speaking in, it may have seemed like a rude thing to say, but logically, that's not a rude thing. If you think about it literally, that's just, yeah, that's it. It's not my business. They're here on a job. That's not my business. Asking about that, I don't know. I get what you're saying. I just don't wholeheartedly agree with it. I agree partially. He's definitely flip-floppy.
Well, one thing that you might have missed when Malai was telling you about the town, he did say that the town, the village itself, was the protector of the mines, not anyone in particular. I mean, he didn't give you a contact. He just said the village.
Yeah.
So I see both sides. I mean, I do. You know, you'd want to speak. You know, if you're on a mission from the castle, you'd want to speak with the person in charge. I see that
I
side.
mean,
And I
from an
see
in-character
Lana's side.
perspective, it was totally fine. Like I didn't
Oh
have a
yeah.
problem with you being rude. But then, like you were telling us now post session that you knew how to speak to everyone perfectly, and that how making fun of us for telling you to be quiet and look how good you spoke. It's like, well, the only reason you spoke good is because we quieted you before, and then you switched modes, right? Like
I don't
you
necessarily
can
know.
absolutely speak any social cue you want, but
But I mean, he didn't know who she was when she first approached him. And then when, you know, after she said, you know, he's like, well, who, you know, I speak to your distributor. He's like, oh, well, I guess it is your business. And handed her
Yeah,
the note.
I guess to just any random person, that would be the rudest thing you could do outside of saying "fuck off, go die."
you do
But
have to realize that, she wasn't a complete stranger. We know that she's got magic. We know magic doesn't exist in this world except for people that have these special artifacts. We know
or
that she's.
villains.
Yeah.
We don't know of any villains with magic. All we know is
You don't. I definitely do.
which villains do you know of?
The to-be prince that disguised himself magically and stabbed the princess's best friend.
Yeah. Because Stefan hasn't talked about the vision he saw at the lake.
Yeah, I didn't say anything to any of you guys, but Stefan does know of bad guys with magic.
Or at least
Also, the
strange.
Shadowfell.
Yeah.
The Shadowfell is all bad guys with magic.
I mean, you killed a creature and it just freaking erupted into flames.
Yeah, that's all bad guys plus magic.
And I mean, how would you classify magic? I mean, it's something unexplained.
You wouldn't.
You know, it's unexplained. I mean,
clearly the necro damage of the shadow seems different to us.
Oh yeah.
Than the other magic.
I mean, he basically the necro. I mean, the way I look at necrotic damage is like being cut, and it instantly, like a week's worth of decay, like just kind of, and like God, what the hell,
Yeah, it's like mummifying.
Yeah.
It sucks out the hydration of the skin and, gets closer to the bone. The blood is drained from you. That part gets more pale and cold.
But
slightly stiffer if you really take a lot of necrotic damage.
In the last 4 days, y'all have definitely seen some shit that you've never seen before.
Yeah, it makes a lot of me, makes Stefan wonder, how the fuck did I miss all this shit? Was I just completely oblivious? Did I live in my own head under a rock?
Well,
it's kind of weird. Like, how long has the Shadowfell stuff been going on? Like, is this the other mean? It's like it's been going on for years. I kind of thought it was more of a recent thing.
Well, see, I mean, that was the point that Kagero said, that this is the first time that he's ever heard a Shadowfall that close to the solstice, the apogee solstice. But at the same time, he mentioned that the possibility that the Sky Mounts was a Shadowfall, but they would be essentially, the same kind of distance, still within Kinshire, which you could tell from his demeanor that the Shadowfalls happening anywhere within Kinshire is just like, what?
Yeah.
Because I mean that was the biggest deal. The Paladins, when they leave, it was more like the outskirts of the kingdom when they were they had these Shadowfalls or whatnot, and not so much like in town, or it was like on the outskirts of on the edges and whatnot. But. And I mean, as far as their parade, it may not been so much their idea as the fact that, the people, People are superstitious.
Yeah, but they also like they lean into that aspect.
Well, I mean,
They're
let's face it. I mean, you do this thing for this town, and everybody's like, "Whoa, y'all are the best." I mean, at a certain point, you're gonna like play it. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I did this thing.
there is the other side of that coin though, which is like when you leave as quickly as possible so that you don't get paraded.
That's true.
Like you could leave as silently as possible. If you need to go to another town for some adventure, right? You could leave in a hooded caravan
Yeah.
and have a random or a royal driver just taking you somewhere. You know, you don't have to. It's often seen in like anime or literature, even movies and whatnot. There are the super powerful who parade around and are pretentious about it, and there are the super powerful who don't care that they're super powerful. They just want to help people and do the good thing that they continue to do. Right? They don't care about the parades or the people cheering them on. What they do care about is doing the right thing and helping people. Not to say that either of them are wrong, just one is more. One can easily be turned into a bad person, and the other has a much harder time becoming a bad person. The paraded ones who lean into the parade can easily become pretentious and then start asking for things like, hey, if I'm going to save this town from the Shadowfell, you've got to give me gold. Otherwise, I'm not going to do it. Or there's the people who are like, I mean, I'll go to the Shadowfell. That's fine.
Yeah,
We can talk about that other stuff later.
Right, but I mean, y'all can pretty much tell that the princess has got that much roped in pretty good.
Yeah,
They're not gonna be asking for shit that they're gonna get away with.
Yeah.
But I mean too, you kind of look at the other side of it, like when every time they leave and they come back, assumingly they leave because there's a Shadowfell somewhere. They're going to go fight some kind of evil somewhere. And then when they return, obviously they must be triumphant. So it's kind of a uplift to the people. You know, something bad's happening somewhere. These guys go out, they come back, bad things gone.
Yeah, I think in that first session you described them as they were heading out of town, and they were moving slowly and being paraded through town.
Well, I mean, I simply said that, you know, there was a trumpet sound, and, you know, they had their armor on, of course, and they were just, you know, they were coming through. Of course, they had to move slowly because as soon as the trumpets aired, everyone knew what was going on, so everybody was out in the street. So they were trying to be careful that, you know, someone didn't run out in front of them and they just, you know, trampled over the top of them.
Yeah, I mean, I get why they move slowly. I just think there are definitely other ways they could do it. You know, they get word of a Shadowfall. Instead of that guy ringing his trumpet, they could, like, grab his trumpet, break it in half, and then move through a hooded caravan or something. And get out as fast as possible with as little noise as possible. Like, there's... I don't blame them. I don't blame them for parading around, but Stefan is like, that's a pointless waste of your time and everyone else in the town's time. They could all be continuing on with their day-to-day and not have any knowledge that there was a Shadowfell happening.
Yeah.
It would be better for their mentality to know that one is not happening, actually. They wouldn't have to worry, like, oh my god, are the paladins going to make it back? What happens if they fail this time? What if they're going to face such a great evil that everything dies? Then their brain gets racked with, like, nightmares and stuff. Like, it's just better overall if they don't know that a Shadowfall is happening at all.
No, that's true.
The heroes move out,
but I mean,
deal with the problem,
also...
and then you know what? I'll even compromise with that. Like, if they come back and parade themselves through town after a victory, great. but like when you're leaving to go deal with the problem, don't parade. Don't
Right.
parade. That's a waste of everyone's time, including yours, right?
But like you said though, I mean they would have to take like a 6-horse carriage out of town.
Not necessarily.
Well, they'd have to have their horses that they're gonna ride. They'd have to be in a carriage.
Do they have to ride horses?
I mean, they're gonna walk 3 days to wherever they're going.
No. I mean, a carriage only needs to be drawn by 2 horses.
Well, yeah, but I mean, there's 4 of them. And
They can all fit in one carriage.
Well, true.
It's like a car.
Oh, you mean take the carriage all the way?
Yeah. A carriage moves just as fast as horses do, as long as you don't load it up with a bunch of junk.
I mean, yeah, I could see that.
I don't blame you at all for choosing that either. You do what you want. You're the DM. I'm just providing other
Right.
the way that Stefan and I would probably do it is not. If I played in an isekai game, I would not be the pretentious, blonde-haired, blue-eyed soldier boy.
Yeah.
I would play the guy who's like, holy shit, I got isekai'd? This is so cool. Oh, I have to do something heroic? Okay, let me do it in the most efficient way possible so that I can explore
You're
this
Clark
world
Kent
some more.
Superman.
I'm actually closer to like Batman, like Bruce Wayne, or like I don't want to say that. I would probably be closer to Spider-Man, like Peter Parker, kind of like explore the powers and do good things, but don't expect recognition for it.
Right. Which
Batman or Spider-Man, because Superman definitely like monuments are built for him.
Yeah, but was that of his own doings?
Yeah, some of it was.
Was it?
Yeah, some of them were sometimes, and Superman has so much power, and he doesn't ever explore the limits of it. He just is like, oh, I accept that I am infinitely powerful. He doesn't ever push those boundaries.
I never read any of the comics. All I grew up with was like the 1980s cartoons.
Yeah, the animated series.
Yeah.
Oh, so good.
Well, I mean, like the ones that were made in like the 50s and 60s. Like
those are also pretty okay.
Just barely color.
Yeah.
But they had the
I
little.
think
You still see the little hairs and shit on the screen.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I don't know if I were to play an isekai game, I would probably
do like y'all are doing.
No. Stefan's a serious character. If I was going to get isekai, I'd be playing a very non-serious character. I guess is the way to put it. He would be serious in the sense that like he takes what happened to him seriously, and he's like taking his responsibilities seriously. But they wouldn't be, I guess the best way to put it is they would be like, they'd